Hello, and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Valley by Night, River City, or Vampire 5th Edition Actual Play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And with me, hopefully, is Jeremy playing a GTO, Sarah playing Emma, and Eric playing Kyle. I was really hoping you would all say something as I say your names so we make sure the sound is working.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Alright, how was the volume, sir?
You'll know in like 10 seconds.
Alright.
You're kind of quiet on the video, though, Jason. And I'm kind of loud.
Alright, so I'll bump you down.
Alrighty.
The Chaos Ray.
Okay, how do I sound now?
About the same.
That's weird, because I put
How do you sound now?
filter.
About the same. Maybe a little bit less.
Alright, test yourself again.
Okay, I'm quieter on the Twitch now.
Alright, too quiet or about right?
About the same as everyone else.
Woo! Including me?
Yes.
But it's loud enough to hear.
I have it maxed out and I can hear, yes.
Okay, the maxed out worries me.
Yeah, let me see what my Chrome settings are at too. 1 second.
Sorry about this, everybody. We've been having a serious sound issue trying to get the OBS just to pick it up. Or Streamlabs OBS, I should say.
Web browser is at 100%, but it's still very quiet on Twitch. If anyone else could listen to it and see what it is on their end, it's just a me thing.
Alright, so I raised your volume some. And now I've raised mine some.
Let me swap things around.
You're a little... We're all louder now.
Yay.
Am I anywhere close to equal, Leo?
We're all louder.
Yay.
Am I
You're like 50% louder than all of us, but... You're 50% louder than all of us, but...
Okay. Let me just edit that gain filter a little bit then. How about now?
We are professionals.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing.
Alright, so where am I now?
Allegedly.
Extreme.
You went back down to where you were before. Yeah, just put it loud and... You know what? If they turn it up to 100, they get to really hear us.
Alright. Well, I'll put it halfway between where I dropped it to and where it was maxed out a minute ago.
That's a good plan.
And we'll just hope that does it.
It seems to be working. Take a screen capture.
And when I at least put this up on my channel, I'll edit all this out. Alright, so who remembers where we were last week?
Something about technical difficulties.
Once the game got started, I mean.
Technical difficulties.
At the mall.
I hear Humvees are not very good for doors.
They are not.
So we confirmed that they were vampires that were besieging the mall.
Mm-hmm.
And we're
incorrectly assuming it was our hunt. If they went through the little bar that's across the street, they would have been fucked.
Well,
yeah, that's.
But you got to remember too, if they've been watching the domain from their side of the street, the bar really has not been a hub of activity for y'all lately. Kyle swings by there sometimes, but it has not been. But yes, you're a big attack on the domain. Squad of cars hit the mall. Some of them literally. A couple of NOS were sent to your office once most of you were out.
And dispatched.
Yeah, they were not. They were not ready. They were not ready for what they were running into.
I mean, Salubris were also warriors.
Only some of it.
3 eyes, 3 aspects. I'll just pick one of them.
Well, you know, Emma got questioned a couple times early in the campaign as to what she was.
She ain't even sure her damn self.
But anyway, so there was a rush over to the mall. A Humvee had driven through the doors inside. A couple of cars had followed. 2 more cars had basically kind of forted up on the outside, made a little barricade.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kyle had rammed his truck into that.
Yep.
And there was gunplay and dog mauling and probably some murder hands.
The usual shenanigans we get up to.
Yeah.
So you had taken most of the guys on the outside down. As your enforcers basically started showing up. Because you had called in everybody. There's a bunch of miles as people start coming in. GDO had snuck into the mall by the end. And I think we ended with Kyle and Emma running in after GDO.
Yeah, we did tell who is with us at the mall. Was it Kincaid or Miles?
It was Miles.
We did say make sure that not everyone is coming to the mall. Make sure that we still have security out.
He did say that he had the NOS out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, some physically out, a lot of them watching cameras and stuff.
Yeah. Don't leave us with our butt hanging out here.
What if this attack was only a distraction?
Yeah, make sure of that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so they show up. Y'all are running in there.
Yeah.
Since Duba and Rappy aren't with us this week, Walter and Iola will stay outside and kind of organize.
As is apparently right.
Yes, yeah.
Walter,
Big
did
Gunpowder, do
you-
you really want to send all the leadership, to the front of the fight?
Exactly. Egidio will, as he's up ahead, even without heightened senses, he can hear combat up ahead. Was that what was going on?
Yes, you can hear revving engines. You can hear. You can definitely hear the gunfire. The sprinkler system has been turned on.
Well, I was
Well,
rolling a
sprinkler
dice
system,
to
right.
rouse, but it went over there. But I'm not hungry.
Cool.
We get that
Cool.
dice.
Cool. We'll continue moving forward, taking cover where I can, especially if I see stray vampires. Just
Okay. Oh, we got a follower, Abby.
hello, Abby,
Hello.
Abby. Welcome to the group.
Welcome to the chaos.
Thank you for coming by. All right. So, what were you rolling for, Eric?
Kyle is turning into a wolf.
As one do.
Now I'm trying to. I know you've let the other. I know you've let everybody in your group know. Does anybody
Ada
see
knows.
wide? Who now?
Ada,
Ada
and
knows.
I think Kincaid knows.
Okay.
Either
Not-
Kincaid or Miles. I don't remember which one of them, but one of them knows.
It's usually Miles that shows up to talk to you because he's the actual boss. Kincaid's just that named NPC.
Honestly,
Yeah.
though, at this point, he's like, I don't care who knows I can turn into a wolf. There's murder that needs to be done.
7 successes on my hide, so I'm just slinking up.
Mm.
Emma's just here with a firearm out.
You're
I
storming.
do have
into-
one of those. I do have one of those dragon breath shotguns, but I guess it's not going to do me any good here.
Abby asks,
Would break
we are
invisibility.
Sabat, Camarilla, or Anarchist?
Anarchs.
And
we're
we are
Anarchs.
Anarchs this campaign.
Yeah.
And Anarch, because we were Camarilla last time.
Well, to be fair, we were kind of Camarilla with Anarch leanings.
Yeah.
All of us were
yeah.
just Camarilla by circumstance.
The guy with the most resources was there, and we just were like,
Yeah,
he's got a good house. I mean,
he's got a nice house.
You're welcome.
got good connections. He can kind of talk and good,
Ending with Blackjack
Yeah.
fucking off to Texas. So,
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you hear the gunfire further down, and you can see, you're looking down basically the length of the mall.
Mm.
You can see some of Woodard's people out, shooting at the people in the car, or the people in the cars are returning fire. There's holes blasted in the walls here and there,
If it
and
was cool
some of
with
the
it,
some of the walls are smoldering a little bit. But like I said, the sprinkler system is on.
say, Vim is cool with it. She's getting snagged and thrown onto Kyle's back, and they're off.
this is going full Princess Mononoke real fast.
Okay, sure.
He can move much, much faster on all fours.
I just see a wolf go.
Yeah, this is somewhere between Princess Mononoke and Elf Quest. Sure,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yep.
That is not the vibe I was going for, but okay.
Okay, which vibe?
I don't think you predicted a wolf,
Cool.
so I don't know if you had a. I don't
Pony
know if you had a
wolf.
vibe there.
And 2 more rouse checks. I don't get any hungrier either,
Okay.
as feral weapons and toughness are both active.
All right, so Egidio, you're hustling down the hallway, sticking to the shadow, or keeping the shadows wrapped around you.
Yep. I also bend the shadow a little bit to my will, so easy enough to do.
And then you just see Kyle in oversized wolf form race past you, with him
Oh well.
half sunk into
Holding
the
on
fur
to
on his
fur.
back, hanging on for dear on life.
Shiloh's following.
This was a horrible idea.
Oh, I forgot about Shiloh. So yeah, you've got a dog following behind. I don't know if the dog can quite keep up with Kyle. But...
Well, he doesn't have celerity, so
Okay.
The 2 are probably comparable. They're still fast because if you've seen a fur missile take
Quadrupedal.
off,
Yeah.
Beware
he's
people's
gonna-
kneecaps.
Mm-hmm.
He's still gonna keep going at his pace, but knowing that there's a wolf is probably gonna help my stealth roll because they're gonna be paying attention to the wolf.
I was looking for a distraction. Thanks, Kyle.
I think he sees the wolf go by. He's like, just goes a little faster.
I'm just imagining inside of Egidio's head, by the grace of God, go I, suicide hedge.
All right, so you end up running most of the length of the mall.
Mm-hmm.
The main fighting seems to be up around where the carousel is. And yes, the Decatur Mall has a carousel, don't ask.
The not so merry-go-round.
Yeah.
One of the cars seems to have stalled out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they kind of blasted the tires and it ran into one of the kiosks.
Okay.
And the people inside it are just, hunkered down, firing at Woodard's people.
That's a very, very bad place to be. Well, I mean, the thing is there's only 2 really good ways to use a car as cover: the engine block or the tires.
Yeah. They didn't really think that one through.
You have the Humvee and the other car that followed into the mall, basically doing circles around the little carousel area.
Cool.
Got a need for speed real quick.
I mean, if possible, Kyle's probably about to go through that windshield and take the driver out of the Humvee.
If Emma gets any inkling he's about to do that, she is going to unelegantly dismount.
Well, the indicator will probably be the ears are flattening and he starts streamlining.
She sensed shenanigans and just kind of fall like there's no grace to it.
Just takes a bump.
Like I'm a vampire. I'll be fine. Famous last words. How'd she die? Snapped her neck,
Give
jumping
me a
off of the wall.
dexterity athletics there, Emma.
Not bad. 5 dice.
Been using your dice wrong the whole game.
Three.
Okay. Well, you don't look like an acrobat. You manage to hit and roll competently. More or less come up into a crouch.
As long as nothing breaks and she doesn't slam into a wall, she's thrilled.
With 3 successes, you don't even lose your hat.
The beanie remains on. Fantastic.
And Kyle, you were going to basically try to time it so that when the Humvee comes around the next time, you were jumping for its windshield.
Basically, the idea is this first attack roll won't be to necessarily cause damage. It will be to puncture through the windshield, grab the driver, and rip him out of the Humvee. so him and Shiloh can go more pork nom nom.
Not to cause damage.
Well, it's more of a grapple.
Yeah.
I
Like to
get what
grapple the
you're
Humvee.
Well, and hopefully the Humvee careens off somewhere, and that'll disorient the others in there.
All right. Give me strength, obviously.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to say athletics.
Okay.
Since
Well,
it's kind of a combo move, and it's the whole getting the timing right. You got to aim the jump and get through
Right.
the windshield.
Since you said it was more of a grapple, could I potentially use Brawl?
Well, that's
Since
what you would normally use
Okay.
if you were just standing there. But this is factoring in. I'm going with athletics to factor in the whole
The jump.
diving accurately and all that jazz, and not
So you're making it
not
all-
hitting the
you're making it all one
windshield and
action, in other
sliding.
words.
Follow-up question. May I still use my brawling specialty?
You have a grappling specialty, basically.
I do, yes.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw that in there. That makes
Okay.
sense.
That's why I was like, could I use Brawl? Because I do have a specialty in grappling that came from
Yeah,
his
go ahead and give
hunting
yourself the
style.
extra dice for the specialty.
Alright. And because I want this to work, I'm going to rouse my strength.
While he's doing
I'm
that,
hungry.
and making a loud noise, hopefully on the other side of the carousel, Egidio is gonna sneak over to where the car is stalled out, and they're using it for cover. Plant a little brick there, and then run off.
Woodard, we're sorry we destroyed your malls, but look, we killed everybody.
I'm not sorry.
Fair. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They did it to themselves. They brought their own C4 and did this, right?
9. And
Alright.
if we're calculating damage for this at all, or if that factors into the number of successes against the resistance, then extra 3.
The extra 3 is from potence, or
Fair
Because
weapons.
fair weapons is +2, and because I'm a wolf, the specialty for the wolf archetype is add +1 to damage by any attack.
okay. All right, so y'all see this big fur missile. Egidio from slightly behind him. You see Emma roll off. Kyle just launches himself. Through the windshield. Kyle, you see the driver's eyes go out.
and then
Got
mouth goes
lupines.
chomp on the head as he tries to rip him out.
Well,
of
he
the
throws his hands up to try to catch you. So what you actually wind up clamping onto are kind of both of his arms.
Okay.
And then you just pull him out of a shell well, not quite like slurping spaghetti. I don't know. Maybe pulling a snail out. I don't know. I've never eaten escargot.
I de-shelled the Humvee.
Oh no, you de-shelled the person in the Humvee. You de-glove. No, de-glove wouldn't work.
No.
You pulled out the oyster.
Fair.
Fraser?
Mm.
So you fling him out. He goes tumbling. You make a roll for Shiloh
Yeah.
because he was running up behind you.
Yeah. He's like pouncing on the guy, but
Okay.
that's
Well,
not his attack.
Yeah, the pouncing on the guy will be like next round.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying like as he's basically like pulling him out, not so much like a throw. So like he has him,
Okay,
and then
fair enough.
Shiloh's attacking, so we can make use of the pack tactic.
Okay.
Benefit that I picked up as a gangrel. 4, 5, 6, which gives Shiloh a 7th dice. Damn, he wants in on this too. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 8 if he succeeds on the contested check, because +1 damage done by dog bites.
Okay. So take 3 off of that.
Okay, so 5, and then rounded because superficial.
Mm-hmm.
Like Shiloh does not have feral weapons, so it's not punching straight through.
No.
So I think that would be 3.
Yes. Yeah. 3 to the
Okay.
Humvee driver. And y'all basically got him on the floor.
Does a Humvee go careening off somewhere?
Let me make a roll for the guy in the passenger seat who dies for the wheel when you do this.
Cool.
Not a driver.
I mean, if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. But that thing suddenly has lost a great deal of its mobility. Either way.
All right, so he got 4 successes.
Mm-hmm.
So he is basically, it takes off down one of the side hallways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, towards like the back entrance.
Look at these fucking hallways.
You know,
The main drag. He's just gonna go through the
One
doors.
second.
you know, you don't get the impression that he's attempting to steer it there. It's more that he just leaned over, working the wheel to not hit anything, and at least for these first few seconds, he succeeds in not hitting anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of Woodard's people have to dive out of his way, but
He's no longer troubling the carousel.
correct. Now, there's still the 2 guys in the back windows leaning out with their guns.
Yep. Like I said, Egidio, with the 7 successes, is gonna go plant a brick in the front of the thing.
All right, let me roll there.
Assuming he doesn't get perceived.
What's awareness? Because yours is
Egidio's
not
like, oh, it shoots to be not
straight
perceived.
invisibility like obfuscate.
It's not. It's
Just
just
a shadow.
really good at hiding.
Damn it. Had a visit from the child.
All right, they got 4 successes. And you said you had
I
how
got
many?
7.
Okay.
So yeah, I just kind of sneak under, and then I have it with my wireless detonator, and I'll get a safe distance. And I'll do it in such a way that I will allow Emma to kind of see what I'm up to, so that she also knows to get the hell out of the way.
Well, you're either dropping your shadow or you're not.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
And she would
So
be paying more attention to the giant wolf that just went
the
through
wolf
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll do that, and I'll head circle back around to where I was going, and just kind of get behind a pillar.
Mhm.
Sorry, Woodard.
All right, and
Clear.
Emma, what are you doing?
What side of the carousel from her is the vehicle?
The
Is it, like,
hum.
going
Okay.
down?
So
Yeah,
try to find me something round. Hold up. So if this is the carousel, this little circle here is the carousel. Y'all were approaching from, we'll call it the south. It's not technically south, but the Humvee is shooting off this way. that extra car was behind the Humvee, so it's kind of, a quarter turn, if you will, away from you, coming your direction. So Emma would have to like turn her head slightly to the right to see it coming around the carousel.
She's gonna try and take a shot at the passenger that's trying to become a driver.
At least make it difficult for him.
Yeah, and then
Okay, so
try
you're
to
shooting
avoid
down.
getting
You're
hit.
shooting down towards the Humvee then.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Potentially cause the Humvee to crash out, I guess. Because
Luckily, the mall's closed.
if you hit him with incendiary, that's Royschuk.
So you're shooting at an angle, basically like through the passenger's back window, trying to hit
She's trying to
more or
bend the
less
bullet.
the driver's seat / middle between the seats where he'd be leaning over. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to give the guy a couple extra dice for cover for that.
That's fine. Dexterity firearms or composure firearms? Or not composure, something else
Resolve.
firearms. Resolve or...
Might be composure.
As a point of order, we did figure out something about firearms last time.
Which last time?
Unless they're in cover,
Last
people
week.
have that 2 days penalty, or if they have the celerity power.
There we go. Yeah. Dexterity, athletics, and then depending on... Yeah, there's the thing.
Rapid reflexes. That's what I'm thinking of.
Mhm.
No, so did you find something specific?
No, I'm just looking at it because it's defending is usually done with dexterity, athletics if you're aware the shot's coming.
A firefight, you should be aware it's coming.
Yeah.
I might not know where, but it's coming.
No cover, -2 dice. Concealment only -1. Hard cover, like an engine block or corner of a concrete building, is no dice modifier. Entrenchment, like sandbags, military bunkers, is +1, and murder holes or like an IFV firing slit is +2.
Okay.
A stationary target lacks a defense pool, instead defending with a static difficulty 1.
Well, he's definitely, the vehicle's moving, so.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Go with Dex firearms. This is very much about aim.
Me remembering
4.
that.
All right. He only got 3. So that is 1 plus what's the bonus for the gun? Oh, that's right.
Or
You're using that big old
4.
hand cannon thing.
And it has the incendiary rounds.
that's got a smart.
Yep. The whole vehicle kind of jerks. It plows into some of the benches that sit in the middle of the hallway. It's not enough to stop the Humvee, but it does knock the benches around, slows the Humvee down, and it kind of straightens back up a little bit.
Guys in the back get jostled any that we can
Yeah,
tell?
I'm going to say they don't get to take their shots this round because they're hanging out the window now. They're trying not to fall out of the windows.
Absolutely fall out the window.
Do it. The puppies are hungry.
Yes. Bork, bork, nom, nom. Let's go.
All right. The guys in the
They
other
don't bite.
vehicle are taking, are aiming at the big wolf, basically. Woodard's people are all aiming at the various vehicles. None of them get their shots, though, as Egidio sets off the C4.
Yeah.
Now, I need everybody to give me strength athletic rolls.
Okay.
Worth it. This is a bad roll for me, but it's worth it. Do I get any bonuses because I found cover?
Let's see. You said pillars. I'm trying to think if there's actually any pillars in the mall.
I got 3 dice to roll.
you
I
know
know.
the mall better
There's
than
some.
I
I
do.
know
Three
there's
of them
some.
are hunger.
At least there's some like. There's definitely some attached stuff that you can hunker down behind. So give yourself plus 2 dice.
Hell yeah. That's 3 dice total.
Difficulty for a brick of C4 going off within 20 or 30 feet.
Success.
I'm going to make a roll. We'll make it a little bit random.
These new dice want to tell a story. He said, I had 3 dice to roll. All 3 of them are hunger.
Oh, fun.
Did all 3 crit?
2 of them crit, 1 got a skull.
We needed 5 successes.
I got
I didn't
5.
get that.
I got 5 exactly.
Roll for Shiloh.
He got 3.
Emma, you said you got 2 successes and a
2
skull?
successes, 2 crits, and a skull.
Oh, so
Yeah, 4 successes.
you messy criticaled
And failed.
a contested check with a skull.
Like I said, my dice want to tell. These new dice want to tell a story.
That's a combo.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know where this is even gonna go, but
All right.
storyteller, take the wheel.
Yeah, no shit.
So, GDO, whatever you were crouched behind was not attached to the floor as firmly as you thought it was.
Uh-huh.
So it slides. It knocks you a few feet. It's
Oh.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
All of Woodard's people get blown back.
Now, I thought these were more of because the way they were described when I first acquired them is that they were more of like breaching charges.
Well, I will say, keep in mind, just one of them on a door knocked Kyle like into the street.
Yeah.
when it went off.
I'm just trying to. I guess I'm just trying to remember. I don't remember the radius of it, but that's fine. Like we're chilling. I just remember it not being an explosion, which is not what I'm picturing at all. I'm just picturing like a.
You also blew up a car.
That's
and
true.
whatever was in that car.
Indoors.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe the smoke will hide whatever the hell
But,
was about to happen to Emma.
Yep.
Who knows?
But
So I get jostled.
yeah, you get jostled. Emma, you go flying back. You're rolling, ass end over elbows. I mean, which is pretty much what all of Woodard's people are doing too.
Good company, good company.
The car that was still driving kind of rocks up. The guy loses control. They plow into the carousel.
Perfect.
No.
Because they were driving around in circles. They don't have a lot of speed built up, so they end up coming to a stop.
It was an antique.
Nah, that wasn't that old. I think I was driving by the time they installed it. So it's got another 10 years before it'd be an antique, I think.
I was gonna say, wait. Gotta do the math here.
Don't out Jason like that.
I love how Sarah and I are both on the exact same wavelength.
That's true. In Zoom, you can't see nearly all the gray in my beard. As long as I don't lean forward.
You really
I
can't.
think the red lights help.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you can't see it in mine, but that's because my light's back there.
I'm sure if I do this, you can probably see the gray.
But is it gray or is it just a little bit of shine? Who knows?
Both.
Who
50-50.
knows? Yep.
That's why I have to be really tall so no one can see the gray.
Okay.
So the car is pretty mangled. At least a couple of the people in the car probably not getting back up for a little while anyway.
They're not getting back up.
Well,
Let them cook.
That's the plan.
Some of the walls in the mall are damaged. Some of those closed off, covered up storefronts, bits
Well,
of car
granted, that
got
way you
shoved,
know it's there.
got shoved through the whatever sort of boarding they put up.
Mm-hmm.
Probably just sheetrock or something.
Nothing strong enough to keep out a Humvee.
Yep.
But this is plastic explosive, so there's not a lot of fire or anything. And like I
No.
said, the sprinkler system's going anyway.
Yep.
If any of you are mortal, your hearing would be shot. But you're not, so it doesn't quite work the same way.
Someone's goal's just suddenly like hard of hearing.
Much like everybody else, Shiloh is kind of thrown. He rolls a couple of times before he manages to catch himself.
Good boy.
Kyle just vibes.
Ooh, but what would the noise do to Shiloh's ears?
I said someone's goal just goes hard of hearing for a moment.
That's fair. That's fair. Shiloh may not be able to take commands very well for the next little bit. I mean, he'll know assume he'll attack whoever you attack. But he won't attack anybody that he's already familiar with as kind of a buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, the thing that they don't really like, as far as I know, the beast bond between them, or the bond families, doesn't actually like. They're not actually talking. It's more like just pheromones and shit.
It's
Well, it varies from creature to creature.
That's
It's
true.
noises, it's body language. It's
General
can
vibes.
we can definitely look it up and see specifically what it says.
forming a mental link with the animal, facilitating the use of other animalism powers. While this power alone does not allow two-way communication, it can follow simple verbal instructions. However, with feral whispers, allows two-way communication with animals.
Which you have.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the
But
feral
still
whisper,
be
with
able to
feral whispers,
hear
it does
you.
not make a difference if they can actually hear you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, free when used on Famulus. So scroll back down to animals.
I
I'm
think
using animal stats.
So,
as Egidio like finally rights himself, he will attempt to get to Woodard's office.
Okay. You look around, this may have done a little more damage than you meant to, but anyway.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished.
No one knows it was him.
Are the cars still moving?
The Humvee is still moving.
Okay.
It's slow because nobody's pressing the gas now, so it's just kind of coasting. As the people inside are probably rearranging. It was far enough away that the blast shook it, but nothing.
Sure.
Nothing major. The other vehicle that was moving, like I said, plowed into the carousel. So all the cars, the two cars, well, one's blown up, one's stationary.
Yep.
Woodard's people are all picking themselves up.
No, it was me. I'm headed out. I'm gonna go find Woodard.
All right, so you head to the back. You head to like where where the service doors are.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, what are you doing?
There's a dude in his jaws.
Yeah,
Pork,
there
pork,
he is.
nom,
All right, give me that roll as this guy's trying to fight you off.
Mm-hmm.
That was an explosion. That's wild.
Ooh, he is motivated. Man, he is motivated. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a crit, so a total of 8.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I only got 5.
All right, so that is. So he got 3 successes more than you.
Yep.
So you take that as damage as he's just pummeling you to get you off.
So I only take 1 superficial.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not. He doesn't have any kind of claws. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have potence.
Mm-hmm.
But so he does that damage, and he manages to get loose.
Okay. That's where the extra dice came from. Yeah, I wasn't grappling this time. I was trying to bite.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense. I'm trying to figure out why I had an extra dice in my tray.
Let's see. Shiloh being actually living. I'm going to say he's more or less stunned for this round and getting his bearings.
Okay, that's fair.
My two could remains being like, Egidio.
They didn't see you do it. They don't know. I mean,
But we have our suspicions. We know.
Ada's Tremere.
Red
Maybe she was
Symbol.
doing some weird blood magic that y'all just didn't see. Emma, what are you doing?
I don't know. A bestial failure. What am I doing?
Oh, yeah. That's right. These are the moments that make it all.
It was a crit. It was 2 crits on a hunger dice and then a bestial failure.
I don't think you can fail hard if you tried.
No. I probably could. Don't let my dice hear that.
Right.
Like I said, these ones just want to be storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
There we are. Messy criticals and bestial failures. All right, let's take a quick look at your clan compulsion.
Empathy.
Extreme empathy.
Aggressively empathic.
Fair.
Let me see if the V5 one has anything fun.
All right, I don't really see where the empathy one is appropriate.
Well, there's the other just standard ones too.
Yeah. I'm jumping over to the V5 book. All right, compulsions.
Yeah, the other one doesn't work either.
I'm looking at harm.
Oh dear.
Because you're in the
I've-
middle of a
I've-
fight. Things turn ugly. The hunger compels the vampire to hurt and destroy. Not to feed or to win, but for the sole sake of causing harm, reveling in the pain of others. This compulsion often, but not always, means physical harm. It can also involve subtler types of damage, such as social or emotional. This is more of a physical fight thing. Vampire performs all actions not immediately resulting in someone or something getting harmed at a 2 dice penalty to their pool. The compulsion ends when the vampire incapacitates, destroys, or drives away a target. The vampire turns on an object and must hold a serious value to someone the vampire ordinarily values, such as themselves. So I'm going to say you
Let's go.
stand up straight and you lock eyes on the car that crashed into the carousel. So, hurt or run off anybody in that car, and, you'll come out of your compulsion.
Cool. She took that personally, so.
So what is Emma doing?
Um,
How is she going about this?
Are any of the folks in the car looking out of the car, like at their surroundings?
Yes. The driver is looking around almost in a panic, trying to get the car into reverse, trying to get the car to do something. The person behind him that was firing out the window, he got thrown around. He's picking up. He's looking for his gun. And, looking around to see what's happening to everybody else.
Cool. She's gonna probably do more of the same thing she did with that unfortunate Nos. Compel him to look at her, or kneel, or stop, and then just unload.
Okay. Now you're walking up
And-
closer to him as you're doing this?
Full on just walking at him like this is. I took that personally, and she's like aggressively T-posing towards them. JoJo stand.
All right. So if he's looking around, you call out or something to get his attention, making him look at you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to try to hit him with a compulsion.
Yep. Charisma dominate versus intelligence plus resolve.
All right. What they use to shoot, what do they use for? What is their intelligence and their resolve? Nope, that's not true. Yeah. Intelligence and resolve.
Going to arouse charisma. Thank God we don't get hungry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He got 6 total.
She only got 5, but she's still gonna unload on him.
Okay.
Dex firearms or anything else.
Dick's firearms is fine.
$5.
Oh, no. Hang on a second. Because he critted, and the crit was, one of the crits was on the hunger dice. I'm sorry. So for his, let's see, missing critical options, it wouldn't be Masquerade Breach, though there's a lot of that going around right now.
Yeah, see, we're just full on masquerade breaching right now.
I mean, that could be cheese and say, oh, he takes a stain, but or loses an advantage or not. But we'll go with failed test. So you actually do compel him,
Okay.
excuse me. And your compulsion is basically what? Look at me or hold still or something to.
Basically just
Stop
stand still,
moving.
hold still, stop.
Okay. So where he's fishing around for his gun, he just kind of looks up at you, leaned out of that window, and it just kind of freezes.
Just shoots directly for the head.
Okay. Oh yeah, he can't really. You just
Not
need
really.
you just need a success.
I don't remember. I put my dice back in.
You got 5.
I got 5.
All right, so that's 4 extra successes plus 4, 8.
Pretty sure he's dead.
Yep. So you just walk in and just several hits to the head. The back of the head kind of blows out. It's kind of nasty. You
Yeah.
feel nothing but satisfaction from it, though.
She'll unpack that a
yeah.
lot later. She's there's gonna be some unpacking later. Taking a lot of luggage home and just setting it down and looking at it.
So Woodard, all of Woodard's people who are getting up are just staring at you because you
Wood.
got up, you just strolled forward.
Walk away.
strolled forward, said stop, and popped him in the head.
And like I said, you just this great sense of satisfaction from all of it.
A little bit of like a
Narcissus is hidden.
yeah.
Even the way they're looking at you. It's like, yeah,
If
they
I
should
cannot be respected, I should at least be feared.
And that's his kind of thing. Yeah, they should fear me. And then as you calm down, it clicks to you there. That's an awful lot of fear on some of their faces, though, for some gunplay.
We're gonna unpack this later.
Uh-oh. I know where that's going.
Hmm?
They're looking at you funny.
Very funny.
She's gonna
Yeah, the explosion
Smoothing
seems to
her
have
hair.
blown your beanie off.
Oh, no regard.
pull in the bangs.
Oh, my hair's a mess. Yeah.
Covered in blood. Gotta
Okay. None of them say anything though. You hear the driver from the car basically going, "What the hell?"
no witnesses.
That was That was pretty bad. No witnesses. Kills all of Woodard's people.
All right, Woodard, you have our permission to reproduce as you please for the next couple of weeks. Get your numbers back up.
Last question.
Compel, forget. Compel, forget. Compel, forget.
Cloud memory. Cloud memory. Cloud memory.
I need y'all to line up right here. Cloud memory. Cloud memory.
Now I'm just picturing one of the Men in Black 2 scenes. Shouldn't y'all all line up here?
If you just please look directly at this light. How? Just with a quick glance around, how far away is Rubini?
Give me a wits awareness.
If it's
You need 3 successes because there's been a lot of debris thrown around. Stuff's been knocked around.
that's fair. A beanie does kind of look like a rock. 3.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, you spotted a ways back there.
Probably back where she landed.
Yeah, where she landed, you'd walk forward, so it'd be back where you landed, and then, just a few feet further back than that.
Cool. She's just gonna kind of keep. If any of these guys are wearing a hat, she's getting a new hat. Might have a hole in the back, but we'll
Just don't turn around backwards. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, the eyeball's here, not here.
But well, for the moment though, you're just kind of standing there as all this realization is hitting you.
Yeah, she's like, okay, keep cool. She'll deal with that on the next turn.
Okay. All right, so that is all of y'all did something, I think. So next round, what are you doing?
Still beelining.
We gonna murder.
Is there a
Going back to
haberdashery kind of near the Humvee?
No, I'm afraid the mall does not have all that many stores. Truthfully, it's been in bad shape for a while.
You just gotta own it, and you just gotta walk very confidently to your beanie and be like,
You didn't see a damn thing.
Not a word.
Assert dominance. Maintain eye contact with all 3 eyes.
No. Each eye maintains contact with a different guy.
That I would have to make some kind of roll for that.
Okay.
Like a chameleon.
Even
thing
the ones you're not
there.
looking directly at, that's freaking them out.
Sorry.
yes.
Sorry, Dr. Purple.
Yes.
Okay.
Alrighty. Shiloh and I are going to maul the driver.
He is unaware of what's going on with him because he is quite occupied.
Uh-huh.
God dang. 4.
Rolling for Shiloh
7.
first.
All right, he got 7 versus Shiloh then.
Alright, Shiloh only got 2.
All right, Shiloh takes 5 damage. As he kicks the snot out of Shiloh as he runs up and tries to bite him.
I took that personally.
1 second.
I'm gonna have to make a frenzy check.
You know what? Storyteller.
Yes.
You have my permission.
Shiloh, one of your.
You have my permission to use Kyle to murder this guy however you see fit. As I'm gonna say, he is riding the wave of a frenzy because he just killed Shiloh.
Oh, crap!
Dogs have 5 health.
God dang!
Mm-hmm.
Baby boy.
Oh,
Unless Emma can bring him up on her turn.
she can't do mortals right now.
Valerian only does.
Yeah. Yep. Shiloh is dead.
All right. He's a ghoul familiar. Does he have any blood pool that he can spend? Or ghouls spend their health.
We'll still have blood pool.
That's right. That when they use an ability that requires blood, it does damage to them. So that's not going to help him.
No. Unless he takes half damage like a vampire does as a
Does
ghoul
it
familiar.
say? Let's look it up. Let's be sure. I mean, like I told you, if you took him into a fight, it could happen.
Yeah.
I just wasn't going to. I wasn't going to gun for him specifically, but.
But here we are.
Yep, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
What do I need to look for? Do I need to look for ghoul?
See, it's blood bonding an animal, so it functions as a blood bond as if a ghoul would.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, a person would take the first dot of the master's highest ranked discipline. Along with single level 1. I don't know if animals do that or not.
I don't think they do.
Okay.
See, unless you want to rule that his armored vest did something.
He does have the armor vest.
Oh, he does have the armored vest. How much does the vest help him?
It converts aggravated to superficial.
But it doesn't do anything to superficial damage.
No. Well,
All right, let's look up
well, everything has superficial and aggravated health track. Like
So he's probably just taking ag damage right now.
Yeah, so even humans, even like mortals, have superficial and ag damage because like gunshots go directly to aggravated versus superficial, which is like a fist fight.
And you did say kicked him, which would be superficial in general.
Yeah, he doesn't have any, he doesn't have anything giving him hinky damage versus mortal stuff.
So
okay.
Yeah, he's just taking ag damage.
Okay, so Shallow's superficial track is just
filled,
completely tanked.
Because he took. I thought he took damage earlier.
No, Kyle did.
Okay.
Yeah, the explosion really just kind of knocked all around. I wasn't putting
perfect.
Actual damage to any of that.
But I'm still going to say Kyle is. I'm just flat out going to say he is in a frenzy right now. And he's going to ride the wave of the frenzy, and this guy is now his sole target.
He took that personally.
Uh-huh.
As one should.
He did. Took that very personally.
He refuses to take his own responsibility because he sicked that dog on a vampire.
And I am
Did you
also
kill John Wick's dog?
I'm also rousing my. He's also rousing the strength because he's going all in on this guy. What would his bestial shift be while he is an animal?
Dire wolf.
Suddenly starts growing spines.
Really big fangs.
I assume he'd already have that.
I'm just going to say that I'm going to say that Kyle's wolf form literally starts foaming at the mouth like a mad dog. Shallow takes that kick, and you hear bones snap from that kick, because that's what aggravated damage does to mortals. So Shallow is effectively out of the fight. He's just sort of laying there, kind of crawling away with 3 legs a little bit,
There's always a contemplative look that just, I don't know how to read that whenever you look like that.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. Is this guy rolling against Kyle too?
Yeah, he's just trying to get away from the both of you. In your case, it's like the dog attacked him, he kicks the dog, and he's just trying to run away.
So he's not defending against Kyle.
He's trying to avoid getting bit, but he's not like fighting back.
Okay.
So
that's 15 successes.
Holy smokes.
As maybe I got 4 crits.
Maybe if he rolled crits on every dice, and he did not. He only rolled it on 2. Which is like the 3rd time this dude has gotten a crit in here.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a bad combatant. So he got a total of 5.
Well,
There's still 10 plus 3.
With my damage, that is 18
13.
minus 5.
18.
All right, so
So 13 damage. And this is unhalved because Feral Weapons is active.
Just yank out his throat already. Jesus.
No, just like tie your mouth around the head. Crush the head like a watermelon.
Like a reptile fatality. I turned on the ceiling fan and I'm just like, why is it cold in this room?
There's a ceiling fan.
Yeah. Well, it's because it was stuffy in here.
All right. He's got 2 levels of fortitude with the toughness.
Okay, so
the toughness reduces
10.
a little bit. So yeah, 10.
No, because it just adds the track. So unless he's actively using toughness.
Yeah, he would have had to have activated it.
Oh, he had it activated before the
Okay.
fight. You know,
Okay.
because he was being shot at and
So-
all that. So
Yeah.
So that's 11 damage that he's taking.
all right, but it doesn't have because of feral weapons.
Right.
So depending on what his health track is, he might have just blown straight through his superficial and his aggravated health.
No, he has 2 health levels left.
Okay.
You have mauled him something fierce, but he is still up.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
For a little bit.
Now, train him.
Not right now. Still acting under his compulsion.
Egidio, you're racing through the back hallways to Woodard's office.
Do I get to this turn?
Yes, you do.
As it's not so much
And-
compulsion as he's in full-on frenzy, but yes.
Before I get there, because I am a nervous, I am going to as I get to where if I don't see anybody getting towards the doors, I will just before I get to where her office is, like that area, I will get back into the shadows, or at least make an attempt to hide as I get close, as I'm at the office, and then I start headed in, just in case.
All right. So you're slipping. You're shadowing up and then trying to slip into the office.
Yes.
As you're approaching,
That is my intent, unless I see something along the way.
you hear Ada having the biggest freak out having the only freak out you've ever really heard Ada having.
Okay.
Woodard is trying to calm her down. But she is going off about soul stealers. And they've got to call somebody. And
I
she
don't
starts
think
rattling.
I hide
She
that.
starts rattling off these titles that you think might be ranks within the Tremere. And Woodard just kind of sitting there, calm down. No, you're not in the pyramid anymore. We can't call anybody in the pyramid.
There's a knock.
And the response to that is just Ada's just a string of profanity from Ada, and then you knock on the door. You hear a shotgun rack.
Okay. That's fair.
And Woodard's voice. Who is it?
It's your Baron.
Hey, demons, it's me, your boy.
There's just a second later you hear bolts unlocking and the door opens. And you never know, the door looks like kind of the normal interior doors that you see around here.
Just has a bolt on the inside.
You just notice that,
Really thick.
But you notice going in, there's just some thick bolts on that thing. And then, as you step in and you watch her shut the door, you realize some really heavy hinges. And you realize that's probably some kind of armored door, or, at least like a steel door disguised up.
There's fighting going on down there.
And you see that she's got her, she's got her computer set up, and they're watching like the cameras in the mall. So they've been watching the entire fight.
Okay.
And you see Emma. Now, Emma, what are you doing this round?
Oh, that's
You
really
were
cool.
walking back to
That
keep your
visual.
beanie while staring down anybody daring to look at you.
Was there any of Woodard's people on that side?
Oh yeah. They had kind of circled the area.
All right. Fantastic.
Ah, shit. That it didn't click what she was saying until you said, Emma, what are you doing this turn?
And the two people in the vehicle, are they looking at her with the same "oh fuck"?
The driver just looks confused. I mean, there's some
The
fear,
driver's
stuff's going very
dead.
badly. No, I thought that was the other guy, the one that was leaning out looking for his gun, that you did that to.
Oh, I thought it was the
there's
driver.
two other
I hit.
people back there.
We'll swap them then. That's fine. I misunderstood. So yeah, that guy is looking at you with like, some fears and just some confusion. Like
You look fucking weird, lady.
and it's a mix of
That's a
among
huge
Woodard's
zit.
people. Among Woodard's people, it's kind of a mix. The ones that you know are relatively new, mostly just look
Don't know.
confused. Like, what the? We come with three eyes sometimes. I mean, just that kind of vibe. Some of the older ones know exactly what you are, or at least the rumors and folklore around what you are.
Can't put the third eye back in the beanie. Yeah, we're gonna start blasting.
All right.
She's
So you're
gonna
not
aim for the
you're
other-
not bothering to go pick the beanie up. You're just getting back to shooting.
Do either of the people that are leaning out of the car with guns have a beanie?
No.
Think you're on your own here, buddy.
One or two of Woodard's people had actual security uniforms they were wearing, and they had little hats that said security on them.
But neither of the guy in the vehicles.
But
Okay.
no, not the guys in the vehicles.
Cool. I'm gonna roll to see if maybe she keeps like a handkerchief in her pocket or something, just in case.
Yeah, that's fair. Emergency bandana.
Emergency. Everyone has an emergency bandana. It's tourniquet, napkin.
You're trained in the medical field.
Yeah, she would have something like that. But she's going to first try to take a shot at. Well, real quick. Puts on emergency bandana.
Okay.
So now she looks like hippie. And
Look around. There is a very savagely angry Kyle.
He's foaming at the
hoping the
mouth
wolf
and
would
mauling
distract
somebody.
this.
Actually, good point. Does a giant wolf on an absolute rage-filled rampage distract any of them?
No, because your shape changing isn't really a.
They've seen murder before.
Well, I'm not sure how far like the knowledge of his shape changing goes.
Like, some of Ada's people might not have known you could do that, but they know Gangler
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah, that's true.
So if the big wolf runs by with Emma clinging to its back, oh, I didn't know Kyle could do that.
Fair enough.
In fact, to some of them, they may be reevaluating your, personal power level. Oh, Kyle may be stouter than we thought.
She's gonna throw the bandana on and take a shot at the remaining people from the vehicle.
Okay. The one still hanging out the window tries to, pull himself back down, so he gets a little bit of cover. At least enough not to have a penalty for dodging. He got 3.
I got 3 as well.
Okay. So that is a hit. You do 4 to him. He screams. He pulls back in and, where his buddy on the other side of the car is just trying to get out, is getting out of the car. He's just, he falls back and just starts scrambling to get out the other side of the car.
She is not making eye contact with any of Woodard's people right now.
And a GDO, that's what you see in the camera. You see Emma standing there without her beanie, pull out her bandana, tie it around, and then take a shot. And Ada just sort of rounds on you. Did you know what she was?
I was going to apologize for the explosion, but I guess we've got other fish to fry.
And then Ada goes, I asked you a question. And she's like, looking at me, poking you in the chest.
First of all,
Rude.
rude. Second of all, there's Camarilla over there that are sieging your mall. Think we've got priorities here.
They can't eat my soul.
You don't know that. I will say this. I haven't seen her eat a single soul. I'm closer to doing that than she is.
You did get possessed, so did you technically eat a soul?
Actually, we have quite literally seen him eat a soul with that hunter.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a mortal. Who cares about that?
Focus on the Camarilla. Do not worry about the proclivities of the other barons.
You don't tell me who to worry about. You don't know the history they have with my... And it's like she's about to start poking you again, and Woodard steps like kind of catches her hand. This is
I also have to expect someone to go, and if you have a problem with it, you can take it up with the giant wolf in the room over there.
Woodard kind of puts herself. Sorry about this, Barry. But between the attack and there is a lot of history between the Tremere.
There's a lot going on. I understand.
And the Salubri.
Yes. Actually, can I have rolled intelligence occult to see if I do know the history between the two?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Emma might have once or twice slipped up like they killed Salute and pretty much smeared the Salubri. She's once or twice gotten really pissed about Tremere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know early on she would tense up when they were around.
That's 4 successes.
Alrighty.
Would Solo have said anything? Because is Solo a Tremere?
Solo are,
Yeah, Solo doesn't know you're Salubri though.
Solo doesn't know you're Salubri, so it wouldn't have come up in conversation.
Fair enough.
You know the basics.
Sure.
The Tremere were founded by wizards. Their founder basically diablerized. I'm blanking on the Salubri guy's name.
Salu.
Salu, whatever.
Yeah.
I say L-O-U-T.
Saluat, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, well, if it's the name's supposed to be French, then half them letters you probably don't pronounce.
Yeah.
Sal. They've diablerized Sal.
And you've heard all the folklore rumors about Salubri being, soul stealers and soul eaters and all this jazz.
It's like, I have 6 dice in this. I want to make a roll.
Like the only, there was a faction of that clan or bloodline now that joined up with the Sabbat. You don't know a lot of details about them, but from where you're from, they were looked at as maybe the slightly less crazy Psycho Sabbat.
The Shamisi or the Psycho Sabbat? The Salubri or not? The Sombra are kind of in the middle.
Yeah, was it the Sombra left the Sabbat?
Yeah, but that is a recent thing.
Yeah, and there's still plenty of La Sombra members
Anti-tribu.
still there. Yeah.
Is it the Watchers or the Warriors that joined the Sabbat?
The Warriors, I believe. The Watchers aren't supposed to exist anymore.
Supposed to.
There aren't enough of them to make that distinction anymore.
You need so many people to make a guild
that's
charter.
the whole
and
5th edition simplification thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah. And Egidio will know that, and but Woodard
Oh,
has kind of
and you would also know
de-escalated.
that the Tremere have been hunting the Salubri ever since.
Oh yeah.
They've been actively trying to wipe them out. The Camarilla has actually actively tried to wipe them out.
Well, the guy that kidnapped Emma in the first place was Tremere,
Tremere.
wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
But he didn't realize what she was until he'd already,
Yeah.
That was we're just grabbing an enemy, when they're by themselves, and then, oh crap,
Yep.
look what I found, and Kyle
And then
got
he
him as he
died.
walked off. Kyle got him as he was walking off, make a phone call to let other people know.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then nobody else
Okay.
in that building walked out other than y'all.
Anyone you walk away from. Anyway,
You can make that
yeah.
happen again, Ada.
Egidio is about to like start off and be like, I know, and then Woodard starts to like calm Ada down, so he stops.
I can imagine the shadows starting to start roiling around Egidio.
Lights
Okay.
start flickering a
Ada
little
is
bit.
not going to slide into an actual frenzy.
Are they undulating?
No, they're not. Not this time. They just flicker.
And Woodard looks stressed. You don't know if it's from what they just saw about Emma or just how off the handle Ada suddenly went.
There's
Or
a lot
that her
going on.
malls-
The Camarilla are going. They're clearly not worried about the masquerade anymore. So let's make sure that they pay dearly for that.
Uh, uh, yeah. Woodard is yes. Let's take care of one problem at a time.
Yes.
Immediate threat first. Ada, why don't you stay here? And Woodard, shotgun in hand, she answered the door with the shotgun.
Yep.
Is gonna head on out.
I'll let her. I'll let her go up front. She's a much older vampire than I am.
Sure, that'd be a good
and
thing to say to her or not.
I'm not saying that to her.
In vampire society, I guess it would not be considered anything insulting.
It's not an insult when
And
you're,
she's not tons and tons older than you, but she's been around a little while.
I thought she was Ancilla.
I don't remember if I ever said.
I don't think you did.
Is Ada? Because Ada was around in World War II.
Ada's around our age.
Yeah.
Mm.
Give
No,
it.
Ada was around in
No.
World War II.
Ada's definitely a
Okay.
Scylla. So
Okay.
yeah, I guess Woodard would be too. So she's probably not quite as old as Ada, but probably in that ballpark.
Does Woodard leave the door open as she leaves?
No, she kind of steps out and takes it and waits for you to pass through, and then she shuts the door.
Okay. I'll look at Ada and I'll look her like just right in her eyes. So if she wanted to pull some shit on me, she could. And I'll say, we'll talk about this later. Okay.
She doesn't say anything. She just gives you a very tense nod.
That's all I need. I'll leave with Woodard. Little do they know, I am much closer to eating people's spirits than Emma is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you mostly do the spirits of people already dead.
I mean, Kyle can make that happen.
It doesn't take much.
Ada, the last person that found out they didn't walk out of the building. Do you want that to happen to you?
Yeah. Well, I've brought the big guns. As far as I'm concerned, that's my turn.
Okay, so y'all are marching back.
Yep.
All right. All right. back out in the hall around the carousel, or in the mall around the carousel.
Mhm.
The person in the Humvee that Emma shot has managed to get completely over into the driver's side, and he's not trying to turn around. He's just barreling for the doors down that little side hallway. They have decided to leave the same way. Well, not quite the same way they entered, but through the same method. Smash through the glass doors.
The Humvee, you said?
Yes. So that's what they're doing. You have a chance to get another shot on them before they get out.
She is going to try and do that and probably shout at Woodard's people, "Make yourself useful and stop him! What use are you?"
All right, so a bunch of people start shooting that direction. The two guys hanging out the back windows of that Humvee will be firing back at y'all.
Just covering fire.
There is the brute squad outside too, so they have to go through them to leave.
Well, the Brute Squad was on one end. Y'all have gone basically the length, and they're cutting out the side, so they'll be busting out kind of into the back parking lot.
So it's just 2 people left in the vehicle because the driver was taken out, and then the front passenger, and then there were 2 people.
In the Humvee,
otherwise,
there's still 3 people.
Okay.
The vehicle that crashed into the carousel, the car that crashed into the carousel, yeah, there's 2 people that left that have climbed out on one side. They're trying to use, they're sandwiched between the car and the carousel and trying to use it as cover.
So the Humvee is the only one moving.
Right.
They can chase them with their own vehicle.
She's aiming towards the Humvee.
Now, you could also, never forget that you can also message the people outside.
Yeah.
That's true. Delegate it to the entire mass of brouhaha we've got outside.
The Bruja murder squad. She probably has like one of them on a speed dial. She's still gonna take a shot, but like at the same time. At the same time, she's gonna like on the phone or coming out this exit, eliminate them.
Okay, now fishing out your phone and sending a text is probably gonna take your entire round.
She's not texting. She's just
okay.
Calling. Because a text, they'd have to be able to, oh, I got a text. Oh, there's a car coming out.
Oh, who is it? They're coming out the back. Take care of them.
Ah, shit. Yeah,
Did you say out the back, out the back, out the back?
Yeah, enemies back.
They only heard 2 of the out the back,
kill
though, because of the gunfire, but
And she'll take a shot. If she has to take a penalty dice-wise to take a shot and do the call, she will do that.
Yeah, go ahead and knock a dice off, just for distraction. Distracted shooting is like distracted driving. Not a good idea.
3.
And one of the guys in the back is firing at you. He got a total of 5.
Cool. I got 3, so...
So he hits you for 2, plus 3 for his gun. So take a total of 5. It's superficial. He's not using one of the... He doesn't have one of the shotguns right now. He's using like a pistol.
Cool.
So, half that, all that jazz.
Rounded up or rounded down?
I believe you round up.
Okay, so 3 superficial then?
Yes, I think.
Wait, I'm horrible with doing damage. Or we just do 5 superficial damage.
Big word now.
Would it be half damage or because of it just being a regular gun?
Yes, just being a regular gun, you half that damage. 5 is how many extra successes and bonuses damage that he had, and you would half that.
Okay.
All right. GDO and Woodard are running out. They'll be the next round, if there's a next round. Kyle, what are you doing?
I don't know. What is he doing?
Oh, you're still trying to
He's
maul this guy.
frenzying.
I mean, yeah.
Cool. All right, murder
You're
time.
just in full maul mode. Even when this guy's dead, you're probably just there tearing at the corpse.
Mall in the mall.
Maul America.
Question.
Mhm.
Would he continue ripping at the corpse, or would he see the other two vampires still in the car and go, "That's a threat next to my dog. Eliminate."
You're not facing the car. You're just seeing this guy, and you're not thinking.
Fair enough.
This guy is not dead yet.
Okay. That's a 7,
He got 5.
and both of those crits are on the 2 hunger die I have.
Why we gotta double down on the storytelling tonight?
He's also got a skull on his hunger die. So you beat him by 2.
So 5, but it is a messy critical.
Let's see. Masquerade breach. There's nobody around to witness it, so that's not really going to be it. Lose an advantage dot. Fail the test. Gain 1 or
I
more
did
stains.
this advantage dot.
Well, yeah. But the dog will heal. I'm going to say you're going to take a stain from this. Just how complete. You've been trying to be better, and you just completely lose it and go completely animalistic.
Okay.
So mark down a stain.
Mark down a stain.
But
the guy is dead.
Yeah, so I don't guess it matters what his bestial failure does.
No. Because, I mean, even with his toughness, that would be 3, and it's not halved.
Yeah, he only had 2 left.
Yeah.
But that's superficial, so that's just going over into aggravated.
Mm-hmm.
How much health did he have?
Yes.
He had a total of. Because he had 2. No, that's right. I'm sorry. It had already flipped over. He had 2. Period.
Okay.
You're right. He's dead. I was looking where I just had 2 lists, and I was thinking he was down to just 2 superficial. No. You're right. It had already flipped the last time.
I was about to say, if he tanked 13 superficial damage and it's just now getting into aggravated, are we fighting like a prince or something? What's up here?
No.
Beefy boy.
You were fighting the toughest person they had in their cars, but
fair enough.
So yeah, the rest of you just see basically Kyle's wolf snout just into this guy's chest, and now he's like pulling out the stuff that's inside the chest, just tossing it over his head. Desiccated entrails, like landing on his back. It's disturbing.
On the plus side, the Woodard security crew have learned a very acute lesson of don't mess with Kyle's dog.
I thought his name was Adams. Clearly, it's Wick.
I had to make a new little Shriek descendant of Wick.
These
Baba
millennial
Yaga.
vampires and their pet names.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. So GDO and Woodard, you show up on the scene.
I see that this
The Humvee is out into the back parking lot.
has left. Okay.
Do we hear mass gunfire from the brouhaha as they do?
No. What you do hear is, as soon as they get clear, they gun the engine on the Humvee. But you also hear several motorcycle engines,
There we go.
It's like they gun the engine, they take off, and then just a few seconds later, you just hear motorcycles running by that now open door.
And the Humvee is probably damaged from all the chaos that it had to do to get in
Quite
there.
possibly.
Well, yeah, that and a giant massive wolf went through the windshield. And so who knows what kind of damage he did to the interior doing that.
Yeah.
For
So, but we do have stragglers.
All right, I get the Gango can turn into giant wolves. Do they have to turn into giant shedding wolves?
sheds when he's stressed or angry, and he's always stressed or angry.
Fair.
He's like a dire chihuahua.
Dire tremble rat.
But okay,
But there are still people here.
This has been 3 rounds, so we're gonna go ahead and just kind of wrap because you just got 2 basically fledgling vampires hiding behind the door, and you have all of Woodard's people that I keep forgetting to have shoot. So
It's like activate a shadow and just be like, you don't want to be here right now, and you probably want to put that down.
And you probably want to die.
The lights just start turning off.
So the only question: do you want to take one of them so you can question him,
Mm-hmm.
or do y'all just want to wipe these last 2 out?
I think I clock what's going on over here with the dire wolf. Be like, I look at Woodard and go, bring that one, because I think that one is just far enough away from what's going on over there. That looks gross.
Given her age, I think she'd probably understand there's currently a vampire in a frenzy at the moment.
There's a salubri and a werewolf.
You hear her call out to her people: take that one, eliminate the other one.
Works for me.
I'm gonna roll 3 dice. I'm gonna roll 4 dice. If they get any successes, they succeed in taking them alive.
Yep.
2 successes. All right.
Do any of them get close to where Shiloh is limped to get away from the fight?
I think we're all giving that a wide berth. I think even if I see people that go near Shiloh, I'm like,
Yeah, if
That's
Emma
a bad
sees
idea.
anyone, she'll be like, keep a wide berth.
They are very careful about getting close to Shiloh. The slightly older ones are very careful about getting close to Emma.
Yeah.
I think Egidio grabs Emma's genie, just kind of like,
See, probably at that point, his frenzy rage having subsided.
Yeah, and you look at it, just this. I mean, just
Smear of vampire.
Yep.
Process later.
I'm thinking of a scene from John Carpenter's The Thing with the whole open
Yeah.
chest cavity, and you
Yep.
probably detached the head by this point.
It's a pate of vampire.
Walks over, giant head into Emma's back and starts shoving her over towards Shiloh.
So you
can't
have a
do
big bloody
any-
smear because he was face first into this cadaver. So you got a big bloody smear of Vitae.
I can't do it. He's not a vampire. And I'm not a veterinarian.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor.
Yours bonded. You fix him.
Well,
That one he just lays down in front of Shiloh and just shield of giant wolf.
Shiloh's just kind of whimpering. He does lick. He is licking some of the gore off of you though.
that'll work. It just give it a little bit.
Yes, it doesn't the blood of the person that made the familiar help the familiar heal?
I don't think so.
Or is that just
I
for
think we're thinking of
humanoid
ghouls.
ghouls?
I think that's just humanoid ghouls.
Okay.
Fix of the
Well,
time.
hail. Yeah. Do we have any veterinarian vampires?
You may have to take him to a regular veterinarian.
That is going to be a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
I've got
What
3 drops
happens?
of medicine. I'm fine. I could probably take care of it.
Yeah. Emma's got some in medicine too. Between the two of them, they could figure it out. But right now,
There's a lot going on right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry your puppy isn't on the list at the moment.
puppy is on the list, just not at the top of list.
Right.
All right, where are the emergency veterinarians in Decatur?
There's a vet not far from what some of the area we just took over.
Yep.
Could we break in there and?
There's one down close to the Aldi's y'all had to fight in front of,
Mhm.
and then the rest of them
I
I think
think
are in Cam
that's-
territory.
Wasn't the Aldi pretty close to Cam territory though?
Oh yeah.
That was firmly in Cam territory, as I recall.
That's right. It was actually
Yeah.
a little bit in. Never mind. But yeah, there is one actually in y'all's domain now that y'all have expanded.
Yep.
I don't know if it's an emergency 24-hour thing, but maybe you
We
can
could
get
get
good enough that
supplies.
you can take them there the next morning. Well, not
Yeah,
morning, I guess.
I think if Woodard is, do I get this? Can I clock Woodard and see if she's like too frazzled to like give orders to her people right now?
No. When you said I want that one, she starts rattling off orders.
Yeah,
She seems to be in her element.
So she's back into it.
They go around to any of the others that are laid out and like make sure they're not coming back.
Double tap.
Yep. Well, decapitation.
Yep. Let's so then Egidio will, he is also in his element. Just be like, make sure we get some boards on the wall over there, and the one where they fucking hit in the front. And let's wrap this up. Someone asks, they fucking bricked it.
And from outside, you hear the occasional pow, 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 pow of distant gunfire.
They caught up.
They're at a high disadvantage right now. There's like at least six bikes out there.
Very motivated, Bruja.
Yeah. Okay. And then I think we just go in the back and do the questioning. I think I will stop Emma as we're headed out.
And she's like, as they stop, like very quiet. They know.
Yeah. Ada is not very happy about it.
Oh, yeah.
I think you two should just
from where Kyle's laying, because he's a wolf, he has enhanced hearing right now. Just this low growl starts building.
Yeah. Focus on your familiar over there.
Shiloh tenses up. When we start growling and sounding aggressive, Shiloh tenses up. And like he almost starts to try to stand and then thinks better of that.
Yep.
So you start to growl, he starts to stand up. The shoulder starts hurting him. He whimpers and flops back down.
Do you think I should stay out here?
I think you should stay out here.
I can try and convince Kyle to go in there. I'll stay with Shiloh.
Just yeah, you two work on getting Shiloh back up, at least so that you guys can leave before the police come by and start asking questions.
They probably paid off the police. I'll go find Kincaid or somebody.
Yep. I left the go bag in your car. If you need to need to patch up, like a real go bag. If you need to patch up, if you need something to patch up Shiloh. I trust you know how to use it.
Yeah, it should all come back to me, even if it's a dog instead of a human.
Hey, for what it's worth, I'm closer to stealing souls than you are. And he pats her on the shoulder and walks off.
Just loud enough. I don't think they care. And that was the last time Emma was ever seen.
Yep.
All right. So you were going to try to talk Kyle and go in with you?
Well, she's going to try and talk Kyle into be like, look, do you want to go to the questioning? I don't think I should be in there right now. I'll take care of Shiloh.
She gets nudged with the snout, just big old like into her torso.
That's a little blood.
Use
There's
your
still a little
words.
bit of foam on his lips that smears in his shirt.
These clothes are gone. They're getting burned. Okay. Use your words. Fantastic. Not a word.
He's a wolf. He can't talk.
Shift back if you want to go with them. Or actually shift back, because a giant wolf walking around out there isn't going to be really good for the masquerade, especially covered in gore. You look like you stuck your face into a jar of strawberry jam.
Just wring your fur out in Shiloh.
God, no. Just make up your mind, please. Because I'm not going to be welcome here for much longer.
Okay, yeah, at that point he shifts back. It's like, what are you talking about?
They know! You can either go in there with Woodard and Ada and for the questioning, and I'll take care of Shiloh.
You heard the Gidio say Ada's not a big fan right now.
Yeah, but Kyle doesn't know what that means.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
He's
by
not
the
up and up on the occult.
And by the time Kyle became, aware of the surroundings again, really paying attention to anything,
That's fair.
she had her beanie back on. So.
I see.
Medical treatment's kind of the same as a human as it is for a canine.
That's not true at all.
No, you're one.
It's not true at all.
Well, you're one of the only people I trust to take care of him. So
I'll take him. No, maybe not back to the office, but you know my phone number.
I don't want to have to come chase you down for him.
Just kind of picks up Shiloh very gently.
Whimper, whimper.
I'll make sure Shiloh's taken care of.
All right. Yeah, and he'll follow Egidio back.
Yep.
Considering all the blood was on his wolf form, I don't know how much that translates over to his human form.
Well, it was soaked into his
Probably
fur.
Still coated.
So, yeah, you maybe not quite as badly. But, like, when you shifted back, you still had to you take that intestine that landed on your back off, and,
Okay.
So,
That's fair.
if you walk by the police, they're going to have some questions, but
Yeah.
you're not just dripping gore like you were in wolf form.
I mean, he's currently in, like, murder mitten mode still anyway, because the scene hasn't ended.
Please tell Shiloh what's going on, because Shiloh likes you better than me.
And he will tell Shiloh that Emma's going to try to help his leg.
Okay, he will accept that.
Get
Alright,
a
so y'all
stint
walk
on it, at
back.
least. Or a splint.
Yeah.
A couple of Woodard's people, Emma, come running out. They'd gone to the back, and they come out with like a rolling cart that you could put Shiloh in if you were wanting to move him somewhere.
She's kind of like got
Aw.
him gently.
It's a couple of the
Okay,
younger
and
ones, the ones that weren't as freaked out by her.
Yep.
Thanks. Are either of them either of them obviously injured?
Not really noticeably so. I mean, scuffed up. They got knocked around by the explosions, and
She'll ask them as they're walking. Is anyone seriously injured?
there were a couple people. They've already drug them to the back. They've had a couple of just flat out casualties. They're just flat out gone. Because initially they were using dragon breath rounds out of the shotguns, but.
That salubri empathy. Ah, damn it. Is it the youngers taking care of him? I know Woodard was going towards the back.
Yeah, Woodard is like going back to the back with Egidio and Kyle. She's rattled off a few orders. She's told her head of security to take care of some stuff.
Is it the younger ones that are injured, like being taken care of, or is it older ones taking care of the injuries? Like
it was mostly
she's asking
It was mostly the younger, less experienced ones that took the full hits.
Okay.
It was also the younger, less experienced ones that were sent out to be the frontline troops.
She's like,
Yep.
Let's kind of scritches Shiloh. We're gonna take a little detour, guy. Can you show me where they are? And they already know she's got a third eye. She may as well try and make a good impression before she has to disappear. She's gonna go back there and cast Valerian on a couple people.
Okay. There's two of them back there.
Yeah, it'll take 2 scenes because she's gonna try and do it without rousing, but she would be doing that while the others are with Woodard.
That's fine.
I'll just roll for it. I'll send you the results while you're doing
Alright.
that.
Y'all get back to the office. Woodard knocks on the door. Hey, that's us. Let us in. From the other side of the door, you hear, "Is she with you?"
No.
No, it's Baron Luna and Baron Adams.
But Kyle's like, it wouldn't matter if she was. Open the damn door.
And you hear the bolts. The door cracks open and Ada walks back over, sits back down, almost in a huff. Fiddling with she got a knife in her hands that she's just kind of fiddling with. Looks like she smeared some blood on the blade.
So, new captive.
Good.
What do we need to know the most? I trust the both of you to be able to expunge the information.
Ada's like, maybe. Apparently, I'm not as good at picking up on information as I thought I was.
Sometimes people are more secretive.
Secrets can kill, and worse.
I'll say Kyle just posts up on the wall, arms folded. Though the one hand like under it, like because his murder claws are still out, there's the click 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 click, click against the wall.
Like you're drumming your claws against the.
The one that's like folded under his arm, where he's like posted up against the wall, that's drumming on the wall.
All right, so Ada walks up, does her thing.
Mhm.
This kid's a fledgling. I'm not even gonna bother rolling. And she does the typical. You will answer any question put to you by someone in this room.
Yep. While she's doing that, I will activate Sense the Unseen and see if there's any wayward spirits.
Not in this
Just in
room.
case. Okay. Probably back out, but that's fine. I'm not worried about them right now.
No. Sense the Unseen. You can also see like magical effects, can't you?
Yeah.
This room is. You're pretty sure this room is warded. There's some kind of effect that encompasses this room.
That's fine.
You're not sure what exactly can't enter, but you've been you and Solo had been messing around with the wards and stuff, so you're.
Vegeta looks at this person, this fledgling, and just goes, "Well, haven't you gotten into a situation that you are now too young to even even reconcile with what you have wrought into this into our domain?"
They said you had invaded the city.
We were here first. Not by much, but we were here first.
They said the Camarilla was who owned the city.
Yeah, well, that's a lie that they like to bring up, but should really try reading up on the news around your outside of your little sphere. So
I didn't know about any of this until last week.
are you that new?
Yeah, man. They And it's like he pauses and has to come up think of the term. Embrace me a week ago.
Oh, very spot of them.
The crazy people that ran off to the desert?
Yes,
Huh.
that is one of their favorite methods is to get a bunch of you, and he's like he's activated his shadow, so it's like enveloping the guy too.
He's dominated. You don't really need to intimidate him.
I'm not. It's theatrics at this. It's theatrics for everyone else. It's not theatrics for him. To get the rest of you, and just make a bunch of you little guys, and just plant you on the front lines while they run off into the desert.
Yeah, it's not so different from where I was before. So,
Soldier Boy.
Like the rapper.
Yeah. I was with the. I don't have a made up gang name, but he roused off a gang that he's with. Kyle, you know it's a gang up in Huntsville. Up in kind of the northern side of Huntsville.
What are you doing down here in Decatur from Huntsville?
A hell of a drive.
We had to. We needed to prove ourselves. Who the prince that runs Huntsville was helping whoever runs it down here. Deschler runs Decatur. I mean runs Huntsville.
Huntsville.
I had to answer. We came down here. We were given our marching orders by this really ugly mofo. Nice.
How interesting.
Right, that plan is going into fruition.
Stafford was his name.
Yeah, we're familiar with Stafford.
Is the Prince of Huntsville sending anyone else?
Well, they were the guys that were with me.
Besides you, or are you just the one wave he sent?
No, we were just here to keep y'all busy.
Wow, what happens?
The actual main attack.
Where is it?
Somewhere kind of the west side of the city, or excuse me, east side of the city. I think it's on the other side of the wildlife refuge. Basically, he's describing the two outer baronies over here.
Yeah.
The northern one had already been attacked once.
Yep.
And as of last week, I think I had lost contact with. The Santiago that runs the southern barony over there had said that he was under attack, but was hoping he could hold his own.
Well, that was kind of why we weren't we didn't want to spread our forces into one spot.
But he's like, yeah.
So, you marched here to die. Is that what it is?
Well,
did you think about that?
I didn't have much choice. I could have died. I'd have died if I told him no.
There's always a choice.
But I mean, we're supposed to come down here, raise some hell, and then get out.
The get out part didn't work.
No, I wish I'd been in the Humvee.
I think he'll look over at Woodard, and I think I'll look at Kyle, and then I'll look at Woodard, and I'm like, I think we've gotten what we need from him.
Wait! I know how to use guns. I could be useful to you.
What clan are you from?
Do you know?
Oh yeah. I mean, they told me it's like it's not like the Venture Brothers, but it's something similar.
Venture?
Yeah, that's it.
No, Team Ventru.
Egidio. You contact the other barons and inform them about the attack on the outer baronies.
Okay. Neil, step out with his phone.
Okay. Like I said, Santiago had sent out a message on the Barons chat, so.
Yep.
You've lost some members, yes?
Who are you talking to there?
Woodard.
Yeah, we've had a couple of casualties and a couple of them that injured fairly badly, but then they'll get back on their feet eventually.
He looks down at the captive. Do you want to live?
Hell yeah. Look, man, I don't understand the politics I've been drawn into.
Woodard, how do you feel about having another body on your crew?
I'd have to blood bond him.
Do what you have to.
Which is not something the Anarchs are, usually really, really fond of, other than ghouls or whatever.
Our barony, our rules. Do what you want.
Do what you
Eat
have.
it.
Do what you have to. That's the word.
Eat him, bond him, do whatever you want.
He's just left the option there.
And she'll put him through an interview process, and if she thinks he'll work, because he does seem to be kind of blank slate, kind of a blank slate.
He's a blank slate, and he's your clan.
Also, I heard Egidio mention something about people knowing.
Ada's
Well,
eyes just slit, so you knew too.
Like, the tone of his voice is like very low. Murder hands are still out, so he is technically an active threat in the room if need be.
Yeah, but like I said, Ada slits her eyes. Oh, so you knew too, and where she was like poking at Egidio as she was talking, she just sort of shaking that knife. It was like more of an unconscious, just aggravated motion than her actually threatening.
She's not pointing the knife at you. She's just like.
She's just gesturing. Well, she's kind of gesturing at him with it.
And what of
Toddler
it?
with a knife.
If that knife was covered
No.
with blood already.
No, he's flat out stating this cold tone. And what of it?
Do you know what she is? Do you know what they do?
Yes. I started a war for her. And she is the reason that several people are still alive that shouldn't be.
You guys look at the camera and like she's like actively healing someone.
Yeah. I put the rolls in chat for you, Jason.
Yes. You got both of them back up on their feet.
As he glanced
They're
at
not,
the screen.
They're not completely healed, but you've definitely sped it up a lot.
She's also at 4 hunger and like has like almost all of her superficial track 8.
About to say, and glancing at the screen, is like, and Woodard, Ada, you can see what she does, considering your healed are now up on their feet.
Woodard looks impressed. Oh, and she steps back and actually rolls the footage back and kind of watches the process.
Now,
Ada just sort of shrugs. Yeah, they've always posed as healed.
that's one of your barons, whether you like it or not. One of my coterie. And you know what I do to protect what I perceive to be mine. I don't want to have this conversation again. Am I clear?
Just don't expect me to help when she eats your soul.
He snorts like, if anything, Egidio would be the one to eat yours before she ever would.
That's what I tried to say. He's in the other room. He didn't say that.
Just from the other room hears him. That's what I said.
Now you're busy sorting through texts where
Yep.
several baronies have been attacked tonight.
Yep.
I'll say now. That says like now. That being clear, Woodard, I mobilized our security forces to protect your eminent domain. There are further attacks being held, so we might need what surviving security forces you have to help defend our domain. So keep on ready.
She'll get in touch with Miles and see what he needs.
Good. And he'll wipe his his bloody hand off on the prisoner. Just get the vitae off since it probably still has blood on it.
Little intestine hanging off the murderer's claw.
Got a scarf now.
And at that point, it's still clawed because he doesn't know where the threat is right now, but he will offer his hand to Woodard after he's wiped it off.
Oh, she said, "Hell yeah, thank you for your assistance."
She has to like angle it weird so she doesn't pierce her hand.
I'm not gonna lie, the Emma situation is it makes me nervous because I've always heard the stories, but I don't have any firsthand knowledge. But we're I guess we're all dangerous.
Knowing her, if you wanted to talk to clear the air, she probably would. But that means talking and not accusations or preconceived notions.
Ada's in full pout.
It's probably
Yes,
adorable.
She has to be dramatic about it, and then she's fine.
Ada, I'm going to say this next bit to you. The reason why you have your position is because she requested it.
Is that supposed to be reassuring?
How many
Oh
times
yeah,
has she
the clan that
called
hates you wanted you close to them. That's some shit I would do.
Then don't antagonize her.
She's a little thoughtful there, like, that's
You saw what she did to the guy out there. She said stop and then shot him in the head.
Yeah, that's an ability she's got, so that doesn't freak her out.
But if she used it like that.
Now then, I have a war to continue and then werewolves to calm down tomorrow. Good night.
You
And
would
he
have wide-eyed at that.
Yeah, he just drops that bomb and leaves.
You walk out right past the GDO. You're almost
like
at
the-
earshot when you hear from Ada. Oh, great, what next? Are they gonna recruit Bali next? Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm just there. Yeah, I have successfully caught up on messages. I'll stop Kyle and be like, it looks like every Baron got attacked.
I'm
Yeah,
not
all of them, but
surprised.
most of them. The pack have not reported any attacks, but they're like the furthest away from anybody. So
Sure. Then if they haven't been mobilized already, I would request to mobilize them towards the wildlife refuge.
yeah, when you catch up on messages, you see where they were already heading that direction.
Okay.
Cologne is sending some people because he's also not been attacked.
Mhm.
It's a classic strategy to divide and conquer. This was to prevent any more reinforcements from getting to them.
Yeah, well, we were also one of the divisions. When you think about it, kind of sucks that we're not the main thing, but also
Egidio,
yes,
your haven's on the way, correct?
yeah.
Go get that rocket launcher out from under your bed and let's go.
Well, it's not technically on the way to across
It's
town,
a
but it's close enough.
grenade.
That,
It's a grenade launcher, but sure.
It can be on the way.
Well, I have the feeling if they're pulling out Humvees, we need something to destroy a Humvee before they can get away again.
Ah, you haven't seen my go bag yet.
I was hit with your go bag, I'm well aware.
All right, so y'all are organizing. As you are exiting the mall, Miles is there.
Is Shiloh back on his feet?
In fact,
She at least splinted him
Emma
up.
probably needs to make a medical. How hungry is Emma?
4.
Let me let's see. Do problems start cropping up at 4 hunger?
She's got stigmata, so there's that.
Yeah.
He's not bleeding. She's bleeding.
Yeah, he
Shot
said it was just
dude.
a broken bone, so it's not like he's leaking blood, but yeah.
A lot of internal bleeding.
Well,
Plus, she's also smeared with blood. She's just smelling blood everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Counterpoint. She also knows what he does to people who mess with his dog.
Yeah,
that's fine.
she
that's
also
fine.
don't want to get et.
Let's see.
But it is there. There is a like blood or being around blood at
Okay. Hunger 5 is when you're ravenous, and that's definitely causing
Yeah.
real trouble.
Yeah, provocation. Sight of open wound or overpowering smell of blood while at hunger 4 or higher is difficulty 2 to avoid a hunger frenzy.
What do I need to roll for
Okay.
frenzy? Humanity and half a willpower.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't take the penalty because the kick would have scratched him up or something. It's not like a big open wound. So this is just the general keep hunger under control.
I got 4.
Okay, I believe that is good.
I mean, the difficulty was 2.
Yeah. You're fine. Yeah. You're definitely hungry. It's a little disturbing to you how good Shiloh smells, but it's it's not something you're completely inexperienced with.
Yeah.
So mentally, he's like, he smells good. But his owner would make sure I smell good all over the room.
Shiloh smells delicious. Mental flashback of the guy that is just a bloody smear on the mall floor. Not that good.
No, that guy
I'll
smells
have-
even better.
I'll have a bagel later.
All right, but give me a medical. What's the medical? Medicine. Medicine intelligence. I guess.
Intelligence?
Yeah, go with medicine intelligence. That makes sense.
6.
Oh, jeez.
Well, she has 5 in intelligence and 3 in medicine.
Mm-hmm.
She is quite good at this sort of thing. You're pretty sure his shoulder blade is broken. Could be a fracture in kind of his upper leg too. But like a hairline fracture kind of thing. Not like the bone snapped, but you're pretty sure that
Yeah.
shoulder. You're confident that shoulder blade is broken.
I'm gonna somehow use what she has, and maybe if the vest is rigid, she'll somehow work that to kind of keep the whole area kind of immobilized and just
Yeah,
kind of.
it is. It is fairly rigid, and you could probably tape it up to be a little even firmer around it.
Yeah, she's working on doing that and scritching his head and baby talking.
Back behind, like
She's-
if you wanted to put like a splint or something on the lower part of the or that other part of the leg that you think might be
Yeah.
damaged, you can scrounge up material supplies here in the back of the mall.
Yeah, she'll do what she can with a Gideo's go bag and what she has as far as around her.
But yeah, with that being success, you think you've got it as about as good as it can be. He gonna be out of commission for a while.
She's also used some of Egidio's go bag to like wrap around her hands, so a little less bleeding there.
Yeah, some of Woodard's people that are back here just even the ones that don't know what the third eye means. Well, that's a little freaky, and it keeps leaking blood, and she's bleeding out of her hands, and
Well, she has the beanie back on, so.
that's
Just
why
a forehead trickle now.
Well, it might just be absorbing into the beanie. They are extra absorbent.
Well, yeah, the
She has the handkerchief and the beanie.
yes, that. Thank you. Also, quick question: since we started late, how late do we want to go?
Good for a little longer.
We'll
I
probably wrap up before too much longer.
Seriously has to go or anything.
Yeah, I just saw the time and figured I'd
Mhm.
ask. I'm good to go for a little while.
Okay.
Egidio does in fact like he'll look at because are we riding together? Because he didn't bring a car or anything.
Probably need to get Shiloh somewhere. Where?
Oh, I was asking.
Oh.
I was asking Kyle. I'm kind of leaving you to your own devices at the moment.
Well, we need to get either prepared for war or ride to it.
Why not both?
Yeah, I'll take her to your place.
I trust you with it.
You've been trusting it with me for months.
Fair enough. And yeah, Egidio will ride with Kyle to his haven. I'm gonna also need another insurance policy besides the grenade launcher. He, out of his bag is a little guitar.
All right, so Kyle, are you taking Shiloh somewhere?
He doesn't want to leave Shiloh alone at his haven. But bringing him along and having him in the armored car.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Does he text? Does anyone text Emma?
I think Egidio does. He says, going back home to grab a few party favors. Be a little delayed.
Does Emma have Harmony's number?
I can't remember if you had her phone number or just an email.
She might have had both. I know they've.
I think
texted.
you may have had it. You may, because I mean everybody, all of y'all are using burner phones, so yeah, we'll say you got her number.
She just sends Harmony a text. Hey, are you up? I need to ask a favor.
Ooh. The F word.
Mm.
You get a text back almost immediately. Yeah, I'm up. I've been a little busy, but it's starting to slow down here at the clinic.
Would Emma know where the clinic is?
No idea.
He's secretly working at the blood bank. The whole time.
Da-da-da. Hey, can I meet you somewhere? I just need to drop something off with you.
Oh yeah, you know she's she gives you an address. Oh yeah, well, I'm here right now with some of Maddox's employees. They had a little accident. Need a little first aid.
Cool. She'll head that way.
All right. So Kyle and Egidio drive to Egidio's haven.
Yeah.
Before we get out, I'll look at Kyle and be like, where exactly are you headed?
I'm gonna meet back up with, at the very least, Emma whenever she's ready. That
Well,
and or Miles.
well, I'm probably gonna be a little bit in here. I gotta find the damn thing. But look, you don't have somebody. You know what? Never mind. You don't have. You're. Don't worry about it. Point is, I will grab it, but I will catch up with you.
He doesn't get any hungrier, but he'll just nod, toss Egidio the keys, shift into a wolf, and he's gone.
Not what I expected, but okay. Just and then he gets out of the car. He goes into his haven. Is Mildred here?
When you turn and start walking up to your house, you realize Mildred is watching you through the window.
Okay.
Stalker.
I enter.
You walk through the front door. She's a little standing there. You know, you don't quite see her from about mid thigh down.
Sure.
She's kind of, kind of like the whole ghostly transparent thing.
Uh-huh.
But you can see her look at, she looks at you and kind of mouth, "Oh, you have friends now?"
Had friends.
Hmm.
Grabs the acoustic. That's just right, like off to the side as he answers.
Oh, that's right. You got it concealed in the.
Yep. He slides his thumb on the string to like slice his thumb a little bit. And plays. And starts. Qué bonitos ojos tienes, debajo de esas dos cejas, debajo de esas dos cejas. Qué bonitos ojos tienes. It goes on like that.
Mhm.
And I'm using my power to host a spirit.
The day we needed Rappy.
All right, so you're trying to pull her in like you did.
It's gonna be more welcoming than the last one was. It's not you are entering here. I'm giving her the choice.
Yeah,
And
she'll
I'll
come
roll
in.
for that.
She'll enter of her own free will and then try to take over,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay. Then I will roll my. I haven't done that today, so I will rouse. Sorry, rouse. I'm good. And then I have resolve plus my discipline. That is this plus 2. That is 5 successes.
Okay. And what does she roll?
So that is to, let's see, and then she would roll. Let me see. Resolve and composure.
Resolve and composure. Not the greatest dice pool for a spectre. She does have willpower. And she will spend a willpower to reroll 2 of those dice. She got a total of 3 successes.
Okay. I got 5. I will hold on to her. And there's an internal monologue going on as Egidio's walking to his bedroom. And he will say, "Here's the deal. I can put you to rest, wherever you'd like and however you'd like to. You just got to help me out tonight."
Does she want to be put to rest or does she have unfinished business?
I think you'd have to buy off the haunted.
Do the two of you
Condition
communicate,
underneath,
can
too.
speak to each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
She can talk to me if she wants to.
She will not make deals with a devil.
Devil,
Lesser of
you've
evils
seen
is
me
still
for
evil.
like 6 months. Don't have to make a deal with me. You just have to. You're already here. I'm just trying to make it easier on you.
You're a natural. You're an abomination before God and man.
Yeah, well, it's like you said. There's room in hell for both of us. And he grabs a grenade launcher.
All right, so you've got your grenade launcher. You're heading back out the car.
Mhm.
You are whatever level of amped up you would be.
Yeah, I'm pretty jazzed up, actually.
Eye of the Tigers playing somewhere in your head.
Let's say, isn't it what, like +2 to all of your physical stats?
Yup.
Yeah.
+2 to all my physical stats, which is what I imagine a firearm is. And then I have +2 to my health.
It's kind of like Kyle when he transforms into a wolf. All of his physical stats turn into 6s.
Yep.
Mark the beast.
I will mark that for at least the next 5 scenes. And then he starts driving. And he'll continue to like talk to her, like, you know, shoot the breeze, and he'll like on the drive over, he'll be like, I saw you, you know, at that gravesite. Is that your child?
You were following me?
You just happened to be in the same place I was.
Devil and a creep. Yes,
Like
that
I
was
said.
Yeah, that was her son.
Like I said, I can make this. This can be amicable, and you can get something out of this, or you can be shunted back and after we're done here, back into that place that you've been stuck at.
She thinks of it as limbo. She's spoken to some others that think it's hell, but she doesn't think it's bad enough to be hell.
It's purgatory at best.
Yeah.
We can agree on that. Also, I don't frenzy while she's in here.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. The beast is tame.
All right, and Kyle, you were running across town?
Yeah, he's trying to keep to the shadows best he can. But yeah, he's following that mental bond to take him to Shiloh.
Well, you swing down under the cam territory across from y'all's domain, kind of up. You realize pretty quickly you're hitting into Maddox's domain.
Yeah.
Emma, you were going to the address she gave you?
Yeah. When she gets there, she'll probably say something like, "I'm outside. I don't have." Well, how would she phrase this? I don't have time to come inside if I can just meet you outside. Because she's at hunger 4 and bleeding, so she smells delicious.
Oh yeah, I should have had people rolling about that. Maybe that's why the younger ones were hanging around you. She smells so good. What's that perfume? So you pull up to this storefront. From the signage, apparently it was an old mom and pop's bookstore that shut down.
Oh, she's kind of bummed at that. Like, do they have any books left?
The windows are blacked out. But as you pull up, the front door opens and you see Harmony step out.
Yay! She says, showing up 2 hours late with Starbucks and covered in blood.
As she approaches, she's giving you kind of the up and down look. You can see a dark spot on her bandana.
Same hat.
See, we've both been busy tonight.
Yeah. I might have to disappear. But I need
What
to
happened?
ask a. Hey, beanie came off. Some old one saw me.
How old?
Premier and old.
That'd be that Ada chick, wouldn't it? Yeah, I've gone on my way to avoid her.
Yeah.
That and I don't trust that Ventrue she hangs with. Nobody, but to be fair, nobody trusts that Ventrue she hangs with.
Yeah, they're in the domain, and we had to make nice, at least a little bit.
Well,
This is Shiloh.
If she's an Anarch, maybe she at least doesn't have anybody else she can call in. Has she tried to kill you yet?
Not yet. She
Oh, well, you got to
just
contact her
found out.
first then.
Yeah. We'll see.
She just gives you this deadpan look. Oh, God. You made friends with the Tremere, didn't you?
Young and stupid. What can I say? This is Shiloh. Kyle will probably come looking for him fairly quick. He's pretty much patched up, but I can't do much else because he's not a vampire. He's a good boy and like scratching the head.
You
I
see, I know Adams is a gangrel. Is that? Are they
is familiar.
okay?
Could I leave him here? Is this a safe spot for now?
I've got a bunch of injured vampires in here, or injured kindred in here. I've been patching up the people from the attack.
Yeah, I gotta
I'm assuming y'all got
patched up a
attacked too.
couple. Yeah,
Um,
I patched up a couple that were injured at the mall, but
but
yeah, they would probably eat the pupper.
let me see. All right, you go stand over there. You smell too good.
And she goes and stands.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Shiloh.
Yeah, and then she starts talking to Shiloh, soothing voice, you know. And let me find her stats, such as they are.
Would she have that one power from the newer book? There's one in there that it's a Fortitude 3 amalgam.
Oh, what does it do?
Or it might be a Fortitude 2 amalgam.
Yeah, Fortitude 3 is Valeran.
Yeah, the new one switched Valeran to Fortitude 3, which, I'll deal with that later. But there's a Fortitude 2 one that allows vampires to feed mortals some of their blood to heal them. Let me see if I can find it. I think I sent it to you. Scroll. And paste it in Tuesday.
Oh,
It's an Auspex 1 Fortitude 2.
that sounds like something she would have. We're gonna give a die. Well, I'll roll it. I'll roll it then. Roll 20 chat. We'll give it a die roll. You want even or odd?
Even.
It's a 4. She has that.
Telling the story.
So you hear Shallow start lapping stuff up. I guess you didn't actually have to use an ability for that.
It's just a rouse check's worth.
Okay, so she does have to make a rouse check. Oh, okay. If she got success though, she doesn't get any hungrier. So that heals 3 aggravated, which I think gets him out of the aggravated track.
The bone snaps back into place.
Yeah, basically.
Whoa.
You hear the reverse of a crack, I guess, or whatever.
Hate that.
Now, when she straightens up, you see Shallow kind of stand up in the car, and, his tail's wagging a little bit. But he didn't get super active. He lays back down pretty quick. All right, I think that took care of that. Anything broken.
Thank you.
He's
If I was in
still
better
all
shape,
beat
I
up and
could help
bruised
you
up.
out.
So
Yeah.
a Tremere knows about you.
Yeah.
I mean, there'd been I've been running around long enough. There's been rumors in the area about one of us being around here.
Yeah. Hey, I can take the heat off of you.
Hey, yeah. I should probably have bugged out a while back, but I made some friends here, and I hate to bug out while they're in the middle of this BS.
Yeah, same.
Does Kyle have celerity? I keep forgetting.
No.
He doesn't, but he's a wolf right now, so he's got fur missile speeds.
And
What is
and
the
isn't
ground
tired.
speed of an unladen direwolf?
Wolves can run from 31 to 37 miles an hour. Of course, living wolves can only do that in short bursts, of course.
Whereas Kyle, not being a
Kyle
living
doesn't
wolf,
have that problem. Full speed all the way, so.
Mm-hmm.
My kneecaps!
My IRL kneecaps, yes.
But
Full mood.
Harmony asked you, did you have any casualties out your way?
There were a couple at the mall. None of my coterie, as far as I'm aware. Walter and Iola are helping more with the surveillance than us, just making sure the domain's watched.
As you're talking, another car pulls up. The driver gets out and then helps a couple of fairly mangled looking kindred get out, and they start limping towards the building. The driver goes, I got a couple more for you, ma'am. And then he looks at her. He looks at Emma. Looks at her. It's like, it's the Hat Squad.
My hair's a mess, and so is the rest of me. Just trying to keep a low profile.
Oh yeah, that's just like her. And he just gets very interested in what he was doing, helping the guys back in.
As well he should.
I was like, this is gonna sound weird, and take it as you will. You have any blood bags around here? I can help you out.
Would they have? Because there's a bit of a shortage. Even or odd?
Is there a shortage anymore?
It's still COVID.
You have what you've got set up is helping in your domain a great deal.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
It's not quite citywide yet, or Anarch.
Okay.
It's not citywide. You're working on expanding it, and Emma's got the soup kitchen ideal set up, and other people are starting to imitate the soup kitchen ideal.
Okay.
But
do you already roll it? Because I haven't gotten over that window. I haven't switched over to the window, so.
Oh, okay. Even or odd then?
Called even last time. Let's do odd.
All right. It was a 7. So yeah, they've got a couple blood bags.
Give me a sip. I'll help you out.
She walks in, opens a cooler, throws a couple to you. At least one guy sniffs you as you walk by. Just goes all Joe Biden on you.
I hate that.
I do too.
But you can picture it.
Uh-huh.
She fixes the guy with a look of, try that again and I'll put you out. Try it again and you won't need healed.
He just looks really hungry. I mean, he didn't mean nothing bad.
She will... How many blood bags was it?
She thought she throws you 2.
And that'd be 2 dots worth?
Yes.
Cool. Alright. And she will do what she can to help.
Alright, well, you just had 2 new mangled ones come in.
Yeah. She's healed 2 other people tonight, so her health track's gonna be suffering.
Yeah, and you can tell, glance around, you can tell Harmony has not been healing the guys here, up to full, shall we say. But also looking at how torn up some of their clothing are, you can tell these guys had probably been ripped into pretty good. One guy still looks a little crispy around the edges.
Before she fully goes in, she'll look at Shiloh and be like, look, just scratching the ears. The window's down, stay in the car, I'll be right back out.
Okay.
He's got his favorite song on. The air
conditioning's
going.
on.
The windows are down and the air conditioner's on, he's fine. And the sun's not
He's
up.
confused. He's got his favorite jacket on. Yes, it's covered in blood. Don't mind it.
But
All right, intelligence and discipline. And she'll take like whole scenes to heal, so it's at least 0 difficulty.
okay. So while you're working on that, probably the beginning of that second scene's worth of you doing it. Kyle, you've traced this.
Mhm.
There's a closed down bookstore. You see Emma's car parked there. Some other cars parked there. And as you walk up, Shiloh's like in the window of the car, giving happy barks.
Okay, he'll just big head just like on the window. Just, how you feeling?
In the language of the Canids.
A lot better.
Boof.
I don't. Well, he'll just. It's translating his thoughts into something you can understand, so he identifies Emma. Oh yeah, Emma brought me here, and some other lady fed me some of her blood, kind of like you do. Made me feel a lot better. It still hurts. I'm still, he is still sore and beat up, but he can walk. It doesn't hurt to walk.
Oh, that's good.
Emma told me to stay. He didn't necessarily understand everything else Emma said, but he understands stay. Oh, she went in the building with the other lady and was some hurt people. Not people like you are.
Too good for this world.
A tiny
nice.
a murder cinnamon.
And he will. Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Even or odd?
Oh boy.
For what?
Whether or not he remembers to shift out of wolf form before he goes in there to thank whoever healed Shiloh.
Would he be able to fit through the door if he doesn't, though? So that would.
Yeah. Remember, his mass stays the same, but the mass of a person turned into a wolf makes a big wolf.
That's still wide, so that still might not be ADA.
I'm going to
Let's
say odd.
Odd. Okay.
And of course, if it's what I want, you forget to change.
I forget to change. Okay.
So you just walk up and boom through the door.
Yep.
So there is a scream of Lupin, and several of guys jump up. There's a few people in the room that look at you.
Mhm.
Dude, you have to have hands to use doors. Tell me which one's a gangrels without me telling you which one's a gangrels.
Yeah, he'll shift back and open the door.
Oh, you had popped the door open. I mean, you
Oh, okay, never mind then. No, he's already in there, so yeah. Trots up. Friendly headbutts Emma.
Emma smells delicious.
No, she was down to hunger. Well, no, she has been using. Yeah, she does smell delicious because she's did 2 routes
Yes,
checks, even if she
but-
didn't bleed.
Harmony smells pretty good
Counterpoint.
too.
Kyle's at hunger 2.
Yeah, you don't have to make a check. Look, she smells
So-
delicious. That's just
That's just a general fact of life right now.
Yeah, but she gets friendly headbutts.
And I wasn't the one that healed him. Thank Harmony.
Head just
hey, Kyle.
snaps around to Harmony. Trots up. Headbutt. Just into the torso. Just
Knowing who he is, it seems like it's
Tail
inappropriate to
wagging.
pet him.
That's entirely up to you. At least you got the headbutt not covered in blood.
Tail's wagging. He's happy. Shiloh's healed.
And she tells you, he's not 100%, but I think I fixed all the broken stuff, and if there was any internal bleeding or anything, all that should be taken care of. He'll just have to heal from the bruises and contusions, bruises or
Just
contusions.
nod. Sort
That kind of normal stuff.
Giant will just glance around.
Try not to take him into a fight for the next few days, aren't they? Where do you even get a bulletproof vest for a dog? Well, I guess police dog.
Don't ask questions. I think we've gotten far too many illegal things.
He'll actually shift back then, since he was asked a question. Legacy of a misspent youth and a vast armory.
I don't think dog armor would be illegal.
Yeah. I know a guy who knows a guy who makes it for canine units for the police.
One of the other guys in the room has got his phone out. He walks up to Harmony, and he nods to the two of you, Barons. Yeah, I think Molten Heights is clear.
Yeah, we just cleared out our domain too.
Nobody can seem to get a hold of. Should I just said his name earlier? Not Sebastian.
August.
Sergio. The Baron of that southern outer domain, the one that's under attack.
Well, I've sent troops down there and some heavy ordnance. I was about to join them shortly.
According to this, the pack's been heading that way too. He looks around. There's nobody. She's got us patched. A lot of us patched up, but none of us are fighting fit yet.
All right. That said, Harmony,
Kyle,
you patched up my dog. You need something done, you let me know.
I'll hold you to that.
And
now realizing what he just enacted a favor.
No, he did that on purpose.
Okay.
Because this is his dog. Well, I was his dog that she healed. He knows she's of the same clan Emma is.
Yeah, I think that's come up.
You had that meeting in his bar.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's very much aware of what clan Harmony is. And he'll actually sort of bend over and whisper quietly, even if that means protecting you from Tremere like I do Emma.
Keep an eye on Ada. And don't trust that venture she hangs with.
Well, I've already threatened her.
Oh, well, good.
Emma, you good here?
Yeah, I'm gonna be useless in a fight, so.
Well, I'm all
Godspeed.
about fighting, so I'm gonna go hit the front line.
I'll be here.
All right, take care of Shiloh for me, will you?
Gio halfway there with the grenade launcher.
Egidio, Fortunate Son playing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to catch up as a wolf because Egidio is currently taking my armored vehicle with explosives and an RPG, but
That sounds like Egidio. Try both of you to not get staked or final deathed.
yeah,
No
it would be my
promises.
luck.
Nah,
I kind of need to be alive for tomorrow night to pacify those werewolves, though. But
All right. GDO.
Hi.
You're cruising along.
Uh-huh.
You're cutting down like y'all did the last time. Y'all cutting down that kind of long streak that cuts across the wildlife refuge.
Yep.
Except when you get to the
I'm
bridge
gonna-
section, there's a police car blocking it, and there appears to have been a wreck on the bridge. And the police
Oh, how
have
convenient.
the police have it stopped. And they're kind of hey, they kind of motion like, yeah, you got to turn around.
I will. What I will do is do these. I guess it's too far to tell right now. I'll start. I'll slow down as I'm getting there. I'll keep moving, but I'll slow down. To signify I'm gonna brake and park. And I will, on my end, activate Shadowcast, or just to make myself look look like I have a very scary lighting situation going on. And I'll like keep that in the car. Come out, motion for one of them to come over towards me. And as they get there, I first off, I will also activate heightened senses. Are there heartbeats going on?
Do you have to roll for that?
If you want me to, or
Well, wits aware. Give me a wits awareness too.
yeah. Depends on how close they get, I suppose. Boop. Boop. That is 5 successes.
Yeah, they both got heartbeats.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Then yeah, as they approach,
And one of them walks a little bit closer. The other one hangs back. Sorry, sir. There's been a wreck on the bridge. You have to turn around and find another route.
is there a problem here? And I have it activated, just looking dead, almost staring into his soul.
And that gives you what, a +2 on intimidates or something?
Yup.
Yeah, like I said, there's he stops getting any close to you. There's a wreck. You physically can't get through down there. It's a
I think I
pileup.
can pass. This is a pretty strong truck. I can move it out of the way for you guys.
We've already got somebody on the way, and the ambulances are down there.
I have something I have to do over there. This cannot wait for me.
Well, you'll have to circle up north of the city and back around.
I insist that I can get it at least to where people can drive through here.
The other cop's like, "Is there a problem? He just told you. It's completely physically blocked."
As speaking as the person,
Video.
yes.
Just so you know, that truck does have NOS. Because he used it the first time he rammed a vampire with that thing on purpose.
Oh, the truck would also have some damage on the front end.
It would, yes.
Probably The second guy walks up behind the first one, and you're looking all scary and stuff. I'm gonna
One way or another, I'm passing this bridge.
No, I don't think you are.
I think I am.
All right.
I'm specifically trying to get into that fear impulse in them. Manipulation, intimidation?
That's what I was looking to make sure there was an intimidation skill. Yes.
There is an intimidation.
Yes, manipulation, intimidation.
Yep. +2. I'm gonna re-roll 3 dice. Successes are on 6s?
6 and higher, yes.
Okay, so 4 successes. if I could just get them to like do a, if I just get them to do like a freeze in their tracks, especially since they're nowhere near the car now, the vehicles now, that is sufficient for me. And then I will hit the nos and.
So you just zip around them.
Well, I imagine they were like on the side where they can see, because they're like at the side where they can actually.
Their police car is literally blocking.
Oh, that's fine.
They're like straddling the lane. There's enough room on the side you can get around.
That's the idea. So I'll look them, and just make them have the fawn response. I'll give them the fawn response, and I'll go, and then I'll hit the nos. Boom.
So you get past there, you're heading across the bridge, and you see, almost to the other end of the bridge, you see, there's like a 3-car pile up.
Yep.
That is like spread across. You got an ambulance parked to the side. The ambulance drivers are, kind of, looks like they've got the drivers, sitting to the side checking them out, so it doesn't look like there's any fatalities. Now, are you going to hit one of the wrecked cars at full speed?
I want to hit it to the point where it just goes out of the way for me. Not trying to hurt anybody.
There's a scramble of people getting out of your way as you zip down the thing.
That's fine. They can scramble.
You see one of the police is like, listening to his radio, probably from the guys back behind you. At least one officer literally has his gun out.
Yeah, that's fine. It's an armored
He's gonna
car.
take a shot at you.
He knows it's an armored car.
Now, are you gonna try to dodge, or are you just focused on what you're doing?
I am trusting that this car is sufficiently armored to stop him from.
All right. So he got 2 successes plus 3 for the gun he's got. So that's 5. How much armor does the truck have there, Kyle?
It functions effectively as a +1 to dodge.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll just dock 1 off of that.
What would you like me to roll to dodge here?
We'll just go with Dick's athletics. You're focused on what you're doing, but you kind of slump down behind the wheel, so you're just peeking over the edge or whatever.
I don't think it counts the same kind of armor covers like an entire pillbox.
No.
I highly doubt that.
Maybe if you were standing outside of it, on the and the gunner was on the other side.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me reroll that real quick.
Okay, so you've got 1 success so far.
Yep. 4 successes.
Okay. It
Plus,
pings off the glass. At least, you can see where it left a little mark on the glass or whatever. But
That is plus the armor.
Okay.
Now give me a drive roll.
What's the other thing? Because I'm raw dogging whatever stat I'm using.
I'm going to say, in this case, give me a resolve drive. Because your instinct is telling you not to plow into a car at full speed.
Okay. Two successes.
All right. So you get over as far as you can. That half the front hits the back end of one of those cars and kind of spins it out of the way.
Not baby driving this shit by any means, but I am at least getting this to where I can get through.
The front of Kyle's truck is even more mangled on that side now.
Mm-hmm.
You think you can hear something over there is dropped down and is dragging on the road.
Front bumper.
Yeah, probably part of the bumper. But the wheels don't pop or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been if you fumbled. So you are through and into the. Well, you still got a little ways to go before you really get to the domain.
I'm still taking the shortest route there. Like
Uh,
even driving around in this time I took to like talk to the cop and get through is still much shorter than going around north.
as you get some distance away, you think you see the blue lights start up back there. At least one of the cops has gotten in their car and is following.
I immediately hit the NOS and try to get away.
You know, police cars are pretty fast, but with the NOS, yeah, you'll get over there pretty quick. And it's after 10, so we're gonna wrap right here. We make a note that a GDO is being chased by the
Actively
police.
pursued by the police.
GDO versus police. Kyle was heading that way.
Mhm.
And Emma was just sitting in a chair in Harmony's little temporary clinic, just looking tired.
Yeah, she is beat the fuck up.
Yep.
If you do Valerian multiple times a night, you take health damage.
Now, what if the two of you start doing Valerian to each other just over and over again? Could you compensate for how much damage you were taking from doing it again?
Or it would be a stalemate of health damage.
Possibly. But all right, I hope y'all had fun tonight. I certainly did.
Yeah.
Aggressively, yeehaw.
I've been looking forward to Ada finding out.
Yeah, if I have to get you a new character sheet, I'll let you know.
It probably won't be that bad.
It probably won't.
We're
be,
close
but-
enough to the end now. You may
Let's kill
Emma
him.
may in the if she survives may end the campaign fleeing the city, but
Yeah, or her and Ada Mortal Kombat it out. Or she just leaves town.
but I hope anybody that came by enjoyed it. I don't know how long Abby stayed with us, but we were glad you came by. Hope you'll stick around. If anybody out there is looking for more games here on Diabear, check the schedule below. We have more games. And again, I was your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And with me tonight was Jeremy as a GDO, Eric as Kyle, and Sarah as Emma. And we will see y'all next week.